Good? It is. Hey there. Comedy mug. Flannel I haven't worn in months. Sneezing a bunch because of the flannel. It is time for the throwback video stream. Fuck, I just inhaled that water down my windpipe right into my lungs. I can feel it. It's gonna be one of those. Hello. Let me welcome you. Let me welcome you right now. Hello and welcome from me to you. There's no one here, but if there were, goddamn would they be feeling welcome. I'm feeling welcome. I am playing Small Rabbit. This is that rabbit. That is the game that I'm playing. I'm so fucked up. Alright. I played this game once, right? I played it months and months ago when I was but a wee lad, a small one, a brand new streamer who had a whopping 2.5 regular viewers. But now, months have gone by, I've grown exponentially larger than I ever was before, and now I'm a Mondo streamer with a whopping 1 regular viewer. That's right. I've moved up in the world, haven't I? So far. I'm playing this game again, right? I played the demo of it. Then they released the full game, and I was gonna play that, and I never got around to it. But I always thought it would be fun to go back and play it late some evening. And, well, it's the evening now. It's late enough. I feel like it's gonna be a fun one. I also feel like I shouldn't new game it until at least one person arrives. But there's no guarantee that any person will arrive. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blow my nose with this tissue that I just picked up from my desk, and then I'm gonna unmute my microphone, and then I'm gonna start. Ah, there we go. See? I just blew my nose off camera. Hello, Emma. Welcome. Welcome to the stream, Emma. I like the art and the music. Oh, well then you're gonna love this, because the art only gets better from here. I'm new gaming it. I might go over some of what I've been through earlier. Also, hey, Toxo, I haven't seen you in a while. Not sure what you're watching. Oh, you're watching on YouTube. You want to watch on Twitch instead for, consistency. But hi. The wind clawed at my window all night long, he's thinking. But before I read what he's thinking, there's something more important I have to say, and that is that I might actually want to skip this part. Should I? No, I won't. I'll play through this part, but what I'm trying to say is I played this game once a while ago, and most of the demo went into the beginning of Chapter 1. So I've played through most of Chapter 1. This is mostly me retreading treaded ground instead of making my own weary path through this game. So this might be a little, I don't know, redundant, I guess. Just giving y'all the warning now. Toxo, who's watching on Twitch. Emma, who's also watching on Twitch. Glad you're all here. The wind clawed at my window all night long, and I wandered the fields and howled like a hungry beast. An endless song, I'm not sure if I've read any of this already, weaved from all sorts of voices. The shrill, gentle, and sneery, twined in the air. They were shouting and laughing and arguing about something. Someone was running through the snow. I don't recognize any of this dialogue, so they might have actually changed more than I thought. I'm not sure. Someone was running through the snow while casting long shadows that would occasionally creep close to my bed. Creep like our house had a mind of its own. The creaky old mind of a building that had seen a lot in its days and was seemingly trying to share its wisdom with its inhabitants. The lonely house faced the forest with the dark green thicket. Never mind, I have read this before. I remember that. I spent like a solid 5 minutes riffing on the word thicket. He gazed back with its hollow eyes, rustling, whizzing, swaying, that sway and that. One could come out and stand at the edge of the forest to reassure themselves there was nobody behind the trees. Fuzzy silhouettes swaying in the wind couldn't possibly do any harm. My camera cut out at the greatest possible moment over there. Oh, twice now. Cool. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Go ahead and turn back on, camera. No? Cool. Let me just... alright. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to say, is that my camera decided not to charge at all last night, and the battery discharged. It might have had something to do with the power outage. I'm not entirely sure. But it just stayed on. It didn't, you know, none of the charge left. So, let me just, there we go. Unplugged everything, plugged everything back in. It's gonna be charging. Let me turn off the little window I usually put my face in, you know. This will be like an old school Ram.dot video where I hang around and I make good commentary. There's nothing else. It'll just be my voice. Isn't that a good time? Toxo says, long story short, I checked out the game and I don't do horror games, so I wish you luck. That's too bad, Toxo. It's too bad indeed. But if it's too much for you, then I understand. It may be from the perspective of a 12-year-old, but some of us are younger than 12 on the inside. See you around. It's just a play of light and shadow. Just a play. I knew it was my imagination. I was already 12 after all, and yet here he is, using the big words like thicket. But still. Episode 1, the Owl. Wow, Toxo says, I'm 14, you ass. Well, this kid's 12, so you have no excuses. Have fun hiding from a fucking cartoon owl.
Убери книгу немедленно.
Oh my god, they added voices. No. Let's take that away. I don't want to hear that. Get the fuck out of here with that. That could be louder. There we go. That's better. I don't want to hear you babbling in... What is that? Ukrainian? God damn, I forgot about how hot the mom is in this game. How many times have I told you not to read at the table? It's bad for your health. Look at how slouched you are. He is pretty slouched. I'm a similar degree of foolish. I also read at the table. Emma says that she fucking loves the music. Me too, Emma. I think it's fantastic. I didn't protest, and I put the book about Conan the Barbarian aside. He's strong and shirtless. Everything I wish my mother was. I missed this game. I missed simping for all the characters. I was stuck on a line I couldn't understand after reading it 3 times anyways. Olya had already finished. That's because these kids are all Russian, by the way. So he's learning English through the book. He's not just reading about fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, he's learning English through a book about Arnold Schwarzenegger. So that's a whole step above. Olya, that's this kid right here. Already finished her breakfast and was munching on some cookies. She was so enthusiastic. She almost looked like your typical girl from commercials. You're not going anywhere until you finish all of it, says the mother, who is, as we now know, Ukrainian of some sort. I, on the other hand, was still trying to drill a hole in a plate with my eyes, as if it would make the porridge disappear. Because I hate porridge. I did not mean to do that. I hate porridge, though. I miss having my face cam active. So much of my expressions are not being conveyed. But I hate porridge so much. I'm doing 2 fists with both hands right now, and my face is bright red. That's how angry I am. Oh, I bet you wish the camera was on, like I do. But it won't fucking charge. So that's why I'm anxious. And it's welling up inside, all because of the sleepless previous night. The black forest around our house, and the gloomy wind. She's just chowing down, goddamn. The longer I waited, the colder the lumpy white substance became. I have a lumpy white substance for the hot mom. Sorry. I don't know if anyone's still watching, but I apologize if anyone is. Emma, I apologize. It looked like a jellyfish from the Cousteau Odyssey. I love the Cousteau Odyssey. I wonder how horrifying the bottom of the ocean is. Or how cold the Black Forest is at night. I wonder these things while I fucking chow down on my lumpy goo. The spoon fell out of my hand. Mom is glaring at me with her cold glare from her green eyes, but little does she know that that's a reward to me! What did I just say? I'll get it. Please. Don't step on my nuts. Oh, glad you're still here, Emma. I'm gonna be simping for all the female characters of this game throughout the entire thing. Alright. It's not my fault. I ain't the one who drew them like that. Look at them goddamn collarbones. The artist went fucking nuts, and I am glad that they did. They went nuts to pleasure mine, you know? I had 10 seconds to catch my breath before battling the nasty porridge once again. So I'm hiding under the table from the goo. That's how bad her cooking actually is. It's that fucking terrible. But you know that she was not married for her cooking. Not in 1,000 years I felt around for the spoon. Damn it! Mom left, so I guess I'll just find the spoon and I'll stop feeling around. Oh, what is this? Carved on the other side of the table? Karina. That's my mom's name. I guess she carved it out with something pointy when she was little into this very same table. You might not notice because it's so pristine looking with its shining rivets over here. But this is a old table. She sure was a rascal, damaging the furniture like that. She would scold me for a week if I did something similar, though. Should I remind her about it? No. She's been in a bit of a bad mood lately. I imagine her being my age, sitting under this table, hiding from equally terrible porridge with her equally hot sister. I wonder, was Mom afraid of the dark back then? Or the sounds coming out of the attic? Or the thick forest? But then she became thick. Not like this. This is Grandma. My grandma with her small beard. I imagine her coming into my mom's room, her as a child, sitting at the edge of her bed, the child's bed, where Olya now sleeps, and saying in her soft, smooth voice,
Dark-Eye's a special place, little girl. It's watching you closely, sniffing you out, trying to
I sound like the fucking...
I'm 20 years old, and I used to be a smoker.
That's the voice I think I gave the grandma the first time, too, and it fits her so well.
Trying to discern what kind of beast you are. If you're a good sort, it won't abandon you in times of trouble. But if you're a bad apple, it'll grab you by the side and drag you under the ground. And that would be it.
Grandma was a caring woman, with a soft voice that could soothe the angels. She never fought with anybody. She never yelled, never swore, not even once. There were times without the maddening scream... what? Oh, there were the times without the maddening screams until late at night, before the demons arrived, smashing dishes and accusing each other of cheating and being bad at cooking. Our parents used to love each other back then, back when Dad did the cooking. I remember listening in on one of their conversations by chance. They were talking about Grandma getting prepared for her funeral. She had already bought a casket, and she called it her cute funeral box. Damn. This grandma is kind of like my own grandma. It was morbid as hell. It waited for its time in the closet, patiently. I'm not distracted at all by something that just happened outside my window. It was black. It was upholstered with meat-colored material on the inside, and it was marbled just like a nice quality steak. I saw it when my grandma was getting buried. The house didn't change since the time she was alive. Only the photos were gone. Glass-covered pictures with gray faces of my ancestors. They all died, but had a watchful look in their eyes. So, after thinking about all that, this was all the 10-second period where I was fondling my spoon underneath the table while staring at Olya's thighs. I crawled out from under the table. Olya was done with her cookies and was looking at my share with like a sly woodland critter. Damn, look at that critter. She's staring right at the cookies. She's like, damn, gimme. Gimme. I turned my gaze towards the frosted window. There were frosted flakes. No, there were a lot of dark pines outside, though. But they didn't grab my attention. Not like Olya does. Staring holes right into her eyes, and she's staring right back. We're like trying to murder each other with our ESP. The pattern of frost toward a picture on the glass. Oh, Olya, look! It's a fox. Where? It looked almost like those optical illusion thingies they put on the back of student notebooks. A mixture of lines at the first glance, but if you blur your vision a little bit and look under a certain angle, that angle being literally every angle, you see a fox. Not outside, on the window. Now she's looking out the window. Look, here's the nose, and here's... Hey! Hey! What's the fucking Russian accent? I can't remember how to do it. Let me look at my camera that's charged up now. Really quick. Before I read this next line of dialogue. Emma, if you'll bear with me for just a moment. Look at that. My camera's climbed from 0% to a whopping, get this, 3%. I'm gonna actually... Alright, I'm gonna move it to my phone charger, because my phone charger is like way higher voltage, and I'm gonna just really quick charge it with that, so it'll hopefully charge faster. Charge. There we go. Alright, it's charging on the phone charger, on the cellular telephone charger. Hopefully that, hopefully that brings it up a little bit. I'm hoping that brings it up to the point where it's like, I don't know, I don't care at this point. Just fucking, you know. Just charge it up to like 10%. It'll be fine for the stream. It just, I don't know. The battery's nothing. It's not charging. It's freaking me out. I'll move on. I'll move on with the game. Is this still recording properly? Yeah. Okay. Hey, eat up. Yes. Just a moment. I don't see anything. Hurry up. There's not much left. That's the accent I'm giving her now. I can't remember how to do a Russian accent. I just had like a miniature stroke. There it is. There it is, but it doesn't... I'm fucking it up. I'm fucking it up now. Now I'm panicking. But it still doesn't look like one. And I'm telling you, it does. Nuh-uh. It does. Stop it, these kids, I swear. Mom apparently hates foxes. You can still kind of see it. Now I couldn't see the fox either, but you kind of can. Like, here's the side of the head. And you got the ear here. No ear here. I guess a little ear here, you know? It's still there. Yeah. Ear, you know, perfect fox right there. Just beautiful. It disappeared. Went away. Only the frosty patterns, similar to stretched out needle leaves, kept creeping up the glass. I'm having some deep thoughts as a 14-year-old. And here's the dad, the papa of the household, who casts Sims hard for, but she's not here today, and I don't know why. The dad entered the kitchen with long, measured steps. I want to have a beard like his when I grow up. I want to have a beard like his now. I had a whole tirade about this first time I played this game. I was having a whole dialogue about this. I was like, man, wish I could grow a beard, but I can't, and I don't believe in saying the same thing twice, but I would kill this man if I could take the beard from his face. Mom would ask jokingly, come on, shave it off, it stings. This was so long ago. Nowadays, rumbling doors and witty comebacks were an everyday occurrence. Olia always covers her ears when she hears them saying something like, the music's getting dramatic, what's the point in all this? Through the wall. It's all for your sake, Dad would reply, for the sake of our family. I always caught every sound in the fear of hearing the most dreaded, deadly word, starting with a D. Divo. I don't even want to finish it. It was, scary to imagine that me and my little sister, this sister, would be torn apart and taken to two different families. Which one would take me and which one would take the sister? Because I know which one I'd rather go with. I know who my choice is for. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Papa Beard right here, but I know who my choice is for. Cass, welcome! It's about time you showed up. The beard guy is here. It's not like Emma can simp for him, she has a boyfriend. Oh, what the actual fuck are you streaming so late? You never do it this late. I felt like it, you know? I was gonna be an evening stream, a surprising evening stream, where I play a game in the evening. I figured it'd be a nice bedtime story for anyone watching, you know? They could just sit, relax, and listen to this 12-year-old boy talk about divorce and his hot family. Honestly, everybody in this goddamn household is just insane. Except for me. I look like a fucking Harry Potter, but blonde. Anyway, and I mean as a kid, not Harry Potter today. If I looked like Harry Potter today, I'd be okay with that. Anyway. Well, I hate your feelings then for feeling like it. Well, damn, Cass, if it's that, if you're saying it like that, I don't even know what to say. There's not even a camera right now, because there was a blackout, and my camera stopped charging, and then never started charging again, and I don't know why. Anyway, your fox is nothing, Olia says, this one. I have an owl in my window. You and your owl talk again. You said you believed me just yesterday. Has anybody seen my car keys? I remember leaving them in the windowsill. Right. How do I do a fucking Russian accent? Right. Maybe you did, and maybe not. I figured it out! You're a grown man, after all. A father of two, and still. Karina, please. Stop. Just let me get ready in peace. The keys are in the baskets near the phone. Well, thank you very much. This music, I feel like I should be like running across a field with my attractive sister and even more attractive mother. But here I am, staring at them instead of doing anything else. Bedtime story, huh? Cass is asking in the chat. I'm reading both now. Because horror is always fun before bed. It is! Alright? It gets your endorphins up a little bit, and then you go to bed and you have dreams about cool action sequences. I know this from experience. Or getting eaten alive, but honestly, it's a pretty good, like, 90-10 probability here. Action sequence favored, so it's as good as it could ever be. Also, I'm not sure if Emma's still here, but, if so, I appreciate you. Anton, stop. Anton, stop making a martyr out of yourself and finish eating already. Damn. I was too busy eating the fucking hot sight of my sister stealing my goddamn cookies. These are mine that she's eating right now. She ran out, remember? These are mine. But the owl... There was no owl. But there was one. It had giant glowing eyes. This is how she sounds. Like this! Olia... Oh, by the way, I never realized this, but Olia has the rabbit. Or maybe the rabbit's just standing in front of her. I'm not sure. If she's stealing your cookies, Cass says she deserves to die. I'll allow it. I hard simp for all the female characters in this goddamn story. Olia sprung up from her chair and placed her hands on her little face, imitating a pair of eyes with her fingers the size of an apple each. Her hands are apparently huge then. God damn. She's just standing there now. She's just looking at two different directions Last year... How do I do this voice? Last year, you had bye-bye in your closet. Now, it's this owl. But I saw it. Olia shifted her gaze back and forth from Dad to Mom, ooh, to me, ugh, but couldn't find any support. Have you thought about befriending the owl? You know, like feeding it with imaginary mice? Don't bully our girl. She's just afraid to sleep alone because she's little. Olia pouted her lips in rebellion and ran to the hallway. These two are assholes. The staircase... your little girl voice is disturbing. It's better than yours, Cass. I've never heard you even once sound like a little girl. What the fuck? Where's your... Where's your shitty impression of Truffles from Chowder, huh? You can't come criticizing me until you have one. The staircase that led to the second floor creaked. Mom gave Dad a strict look, and but God, do I wish she was looking at me that way. Oh, that look in her eyes. It's so uncomfortable to be pinned underneath it. Dad snorted in reply and left with the keys he just found by the radio. I almost don't want to keep reading the story, because then Hot Mom will stop hot scowling. A minute had passed, and the theme song from The Little Mermaid echoed throughout the house. It was... Oh, I thought that it was... Oh, that was this. I thought it was playing the sound of The Little Mermaid for a second, and I was like, oh, no way! They got licensing. But, I just sipped some water, and that's not the case. It was stored on incredibly worn-out cassette tape, which Dad had already had to glue together one time. It's so easy to fix objects. Just glue them back together, for example. But how do you fix a relationship? These are the deep thoughts of a 12-year-old boy as he stares longingly into the mold stain on the fridge. Mom moved to the living room, and I was left alone, anxiously stealing glances at the window like a kid in elementary school. Olia had trouble sleeping ever since we moved to this house. She would toss and turn, curl up into a ball even beneath her blanket, just like me in real life. Because I can't sleep. You know, that's my shtick. Sometimes she would jump up in the middle of the night and turn on the VCR, and then she'd sit in front of the static of the empty VCR and go, "They're coming." Just kidding. No, she just watches Little Mermaid. Cartoons helped take her mind off all the troubles we had with the move and with our parents. Ugh. But the demons, they really made it hard to focus on the important things, like whether or not Ariel can get banged by Prince Sebastian. I think was his name, right? Was that his name? Was that the name of the lobster? She should probably bang the lobster as well. I don't know. I never even watched that movie. And then Olia said she saw the giant flying monster outside her window. She became obsessed with it. Our parents did everything in their power. They tried every little trick to get rid of these ridiculous fears, except for putting up a goddamn nightlight or just hanging out for a night to check. Olia refused to sleep alone and didn't believe the owl was just one of her nightmares. After tonight, I was unsure what to make of my sister's words, what to think for myself. That's right, we're all hearing this. All of this is a flashback. All of it, even the breakfast stuff, is a flashback because we're actually in the next day thinking back to the day before it. But you don't know that, not yet. Can nightmares be infectious? Who could say? Here we are, in the flashback. By the way, there's a new picture. I remember I read through every picture that was on all the walls. Remember I said the castle, baseball guy, a spaceship thing over here, and a Michael Jackson poster. But there's a cat now, and that's fantastic, because I love cats. Cass is saying in the chat, I don't remember anything from Chapter 1 except this table scene, so I'm just lost. Yeah, I'm replaying Chapter 1, so don't worry about it. Because they said they added content when they made the new game. I don't think it was just an extra chapter, because remember Chapter 1 ended early? I think it was more stuff for Chapter 1, and then a whole Chapter 2. So, there's a lot to see. But first, I'm going to go check the camera charge again. Hopefully it's at like 12% now. If it is, then I can plug it back in. have a face cam going again because this is uncomfortable as hell having to pretend that you can see me. I'm making all sorts of gestures. Ugh. Crazy. Give me a second. I'm plugging in the thing. I'm moving where the thing is plugged in. I mean, shit. I fucked up. Okay. It's charged up enough. Ow. My foot hurts badly. Alright, it's charged up enough. I'm gonna plug in everything over here. Just get it all set up again. It'll still lose charge, but not very quickly, the camera. So I can put everything back on. And it's at 24%, so that should be enough to last me a good 2 hours while it's plugged in. So, anyways, what I'm trying to say is, look at that! It's just like I was here the whole time. It's like nothing broke down. Fuck. Let me sip. I can cough. I can sip from the comedy mug. Comedy. I didn't want to sip from it earlier because I didn't want to pause as I read through the words. But now, nose itchy, face, head empty. And here we are again. It's just like nothing ever went wrong. I can even do gestures. Watch as I throw this stapler into the air and catch it. Just like that. Just like a professional. Gestures. Ugh, Cass says. Wild, sporadic gestures is your jam, your bread and butter, your PB&J. Toasted buns after a sunburn attack the whole time. So apparently every mug you own is a comedy mug. No, it's just I keep reusing this one same mug which says coffee on it, but I might just paint over the C and the O and then MD afterwards and pretend that it says comedy. Because this is my comedy mug. The perfect mug for doing comedy. Anyways, we can get back to the story now. Now that I'm back, but yeah, look at this, there's a cat. It's over there. Cat on the screen. It's to my right. There's right where I'm pointing, and it's so cute. Its little face, and I'll stop fucking around. Coffee fee E and another E equals comedy. No. I meant I would paint over the CO. Like normally, it would be like CO, and then I would paint ME over the two F's, and then, you know, so on, until it says comedy. Yeah. Anyways, back to what's important, which is the story here. Just last night, I couldn't get a wink of... Ow, fuck. I'm okay. I got, like, that biopsy, remember? And I took off the bandages the other day. It kind of, like, stings a little. Just last night, I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Not even that much. I ended up thinking about what to expect in my new school. I'm a transfer student. It makes me pretty cool. There were a couple of days left before the beginning of a new term. My imagination drew long, twisting hallways that led to a classroom full of kids. But all the students behind their desks were simply dark figures cut out using a template. I even think in anime protagonist terms. That's how main character I am. Circular holes gaped in the middle of their faces, and a pair of eyes blinked behind the holes. I love blinking holes. I'm sorry. It was as if some completely different creatures were looking at me behind the flat-backed silhouettes. Their cruel glares, filled with icy sneers, made me shiver from head to toe. Will I survive here? Won't they gang up and beat the ever-living shit out of me? Stomp on me with their bloody shoes? Damn school can burn for all I care. I just wished for anything at all to happen to it. It doesn't really matter what. I didn't want to go there. I just didn't want to go there that badly. I didn't want to see people who were just itching to smack me on the head, trip me up, think of a new rude nickname for me, worse than the previous one. They used to call me... I can't even say it. I can't remember the main character's name. What was it again? I was gonna say that's what they used to call him. I can't remember what it was. They used to call me Forgettable Glasses Boy, because it was the fucking truth. They used to say that my status is only this good because my entire family looks like runway models. What a bunch of cruel bastards. I felt like the glasses I wore made me an outsider or some sort of monster. My gaze slid across the drawings hanging on the walls. I couldn't consider myself a great artist, but Oya begged me to hang them. Drawing was the only thing that made me happy as of late. Even though I can draw this, like... Look at, it's a really good cat right there. I think they changed it, though, because I remember there was, like, some incredible art, like, over here, like, photorealistic shit. And now that looks like something you can draw, right? That looks like a pretty good comic shark spaceship thing. You got a... Now this thing is a demon holding a sword. That's the same little demon owl thing that we saw outside of the Olya's window. Pretty sure that's different as well, and this is the same. This is Michael Jackson. Fist up. Yep, because glasses equals useless, boring loser who's easy to forget. Exactly, Cass. I'm glad you understand. There is not a single remotely cool kid on the planet who has glasses. I've never heard of anyone at all looking good in a pair of glasses. Really, they're just disgusting things. It's like a sign that your eyes have some sort of deficit in them. Like, no one would ever wear glasses unless they're just looking to die, really. It's like, few things look worse in this world than a man who wears glasses. Few things at all. I can no longer see at all. The refraction from the two lenses is like a funhouse mirror. And yet I'm going to continue wearing both pairs of glasses because I am, in fact, disgusting. I couldn't consider myself a great artist, but I'm looking like beneath the sunglasses through the normal glasses at the screen. This is actually really interesting. It's so much easier to make out everything with these. Wow, it's crazy. Just because everything's big. Whoa, Oya begged me to hang them. Drawing was the only thing that made me happy as of late. Emma says that she wears glasses. Double glasses, fuck yeah. Let me find my orange glasses, and then I can do triple glasses. Oh, they're way the fuck over there. Ah! Fuck! I can't reach it. I got it. It's all good. Time for the fabled triple glasses. I put my orange glasses over my actual glasses. Everything's big. Rem 2021. The biggest man of all. Rem dot. The small I have to actually hold my head like this, otherwise they will fall off my face. The small circle of friends I had also enjoyed my paintings. They all promised to call me from time to time, but they never did. Sometimes I imagine Mom picked up the phone and said in her cold, cold voice, "You've got the wrong number. Call again, and I snap your knees." And then they say, "Yes, Mommy, please." Or Anton, which is me. I thought his name was Arthur, because I forgot it, because it says a lot about his character, is not around. I imagined my future classmates lying in their beds, just like me, hearing the howls of invisible werewolves right outside their windows. What do I look like anyways? I look pretty cool. Maybe my new classmates will like me after all, but who would like a boy with thick glasses? No one. Just like Cass is saying in the chat, You don't look like a douchebag, not at all. Totally popular, cool jock guy right there. Exactly. You definitely don't look like it. I actually have to take this. This is giving me a fucking headache. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. This is terrible. Let me just. Ugh. Oh, that's better. I can wear this. I can wear this. I can pretend that I actually need glasses. I don't. But I can wear them for fun. They're very low power. I did need them. I think I told the story, actually, the first time I was playing this game, because he was talking shit about his glasses, and I was like, oh no, who could have thought? You know, but, yeah, I got these prescribed by an optometrist when I was younger, because I had, like, an eye thing going on, and my vision was all blurry. And I got reading glasses for that reason, but then they healed, and that was that. Throwing up on stream is good content, Cass says. Do it for the views. It's only good content if someone would clip it. And I don't believe you would, Cass. Oh, you know what I'll do, actually, to fix it? Maybe if I hang the sunglasses from my glasses. And hang the other sunglasses on the other side. I think that would look pretty good. There we go. Ooh, that's gonna be super distracting. There we go. Who would ever like a boy with thick glasses? I mean, my dad used to wear glasses when he was little, and now he's married to the most beautiful woman on the planet, my mom. See, this guy knows what's up. He knows what facts are. The house creaked. Actually, I think this is kind of funny. This is actually very convenient. Man of distractions. Now I'm starting to, like, think, I wonder how much shit I can dangle from my glasses before they'd fall off, right? They actually just, like, suspend a nail clipper from it as well. Just for the meme. Just make a whole stream about sticking shit to my glasses. Just for no reason at all. The house creaked, pressed by the wind. The condo we used to live in, a nine-floor concrete building, buzzed with the neighbor's drill, mumbled with a TV set. This is making my nose even itchier. The fucking glasses are hitting me in the nose. Forget about the game and focus on this better task. I mean, alright, yeah, let's find out whatever fucking else I can suspend from my glasses. Don't I have safety glasses over there? Give me a second. I have safety glasses. Let me suspend more shit from my face. I'll be right back. Ow, fuck. There we go. I'm back. It's like sliding the glasses down my face. Remdot, the orange-nosed reindeer. Yeah. Look like a I feel like a person with like long hair. Like I have to brush it out of my fucking face. Ah. This is starting to become more of a hassle than it's worth. But what can I say? I'm a slave to my viewers. I spent so long that it has now stopped playing any sound. No! I read that actually, never mind. Our current house, though, I can't really call it new, was completely different. I think I did this the first time as well. I got distracted by some shit and started talking, and then I never got back to the game until the fucking music ended. I don't even know where I can hang this thing. This is a hand exercise tool I use for strengthening my hands. I guess I'll just, like, if I could, this is too thick. It's too thick. I look like such a fucking dumbass. What the hell? I mean, this is probably the greatest I've ever looked in my entire life, but I feel like there's a critical limit of glasses. I'm gonna start taking these off, because... Ow. It's actually... Oh my god, my nose. That was like a lot of force. I'll have to read in total silence for the next like 5 minutes now. all because I decided to just sit there and meme. I'm gonna wear these because I feel like they'll look good for the stream. It's very thematically appropriate. I don't technically need them, but I want to. Why do you want to exercise your hands, Cass is asking? Well, that's a fantastic question that I'm not going to answer until I get to a point with music. It was silent and easygoing during the day. The shadows lay dormant on the corners or in the closet and the cobwebs under the stairs. But they all woke up during the night. Something was watching me from every corner, as if the old photos of my deceased family, these photos right there, with their ashen eyes, were hanging on the walls of my... Oh, music's back. The floor was squeaky. Rusty drains were moaning in the attic. The rusty drains were moaning. The attic was occupied by noisy drafts. One could think the house was performing some sort of demonic melody. And then I realized I was, in fact, hearing music. It had already been playing for a good while, a whole 47 seconds. Somewhere at the edge of my perception, I could hear a flute. Nope, just piano. It was mixed in with the sound of the wind, the creaking old house in my thoughts too. I stood up and rushed to the window to reassure myself the music was nothing more than a product of my crazy 12-year-old brain. It's not like someone's playing it there amidst the cold, snowy night, right? Then I opened the window and I cleared my throat and realized someone was dancing in the field. Black silhouettes I could barely make out. Why do I have to comment on their race? Or with the forest as their backdrop. I need to drink some water. Oh, is the piano that loud? I'm sorry. Let me turn it down a little bit. Fuck. Alright. There you go. I had turned up the music of the game because I didn't want it to be too quiet. If it's too loud, just let me know, and I'll turn it down again. Black silhouettes I could barely make out, with the forest as their backdrop. They jumped around, basked in moonlight, bumped into piles of snow, rolled around, and crawled on all fours. Except that was just this guy. This is the only guy who does that. He's kind of like a bear man. Stories about wolves playing under the moon came to mind, but those are clearly not wolves. They stood upright at times, circled around, holding hands, and looked up snow, disappearing into the shadows for a brief moment, and then coming back. Something bizarre was going on. Shadows dancing in the starless abyss made my imagination go wild, but made me anxious at the same time. Suddenly, the music had stopped. The dancing shadows froze in place, and I could swear pierced me with their eyes. Specifically this dude. Look at him. He's like, ooh. Fuck. Had my boobs hanging out. You gotta look at him. One of the silhouettes immediately parted from the bizarre shadows and sprinted across the field with giant leaps. It glided on squeaky snow without leaving any prints until it was devoured by the pitch-black shadow of my house, which became even darker and thicker. My heart was jumping around like a bird in a cage. I shut the curtains with a swift motion and stepped backwards towards the bed. They saw me. A freezing torrent of fear washed over me like waves on a beach. I stood in the middle of a perfectly dark room and listened to some unwanted guest move and scrape around looking for the entrance. I'm beginning to think ADHD and other... What are you saying, Cass? And other mental issues aren't disorders. And that... Why? What? And rather having a real complex personality and neurotypical people are just boring and shallow. Where did that come from? The wolves? What? I mean, you're not wrong. But... wolves. It came from my ass. Okay. The sound moved to the right, then circled around the whole house. Now, my guest should be at the front door. I jumped into the bed and covered myself with a blanket, as if it could protect me. But it can, because little did I know, blankets are in fact completely bulletproof. The shackles of fear shackled my muscles, preventing me from movement. I remembered the funeral, my grandma lying there, hands crossed on her chest, her facial features sharp, like that of a tin doll. Ants running up and down the legs of chairs that held my grandma's casket. That's right, I saw her being eaten by ants. Ah, fuck, I did not mean to press space twice. Where's the backlog? There it is. I imagine those little creatures climbing up her head and pulling up her eyelids with their little legs. Right, yeah, I forgot. Normal 12-year-old thoughts. Should have just put it together in my head. Then, her wrinkly eyeballs would once again move in their sockets, and she'd be able to see her grandchildren. I was chanting the spell she taught me throughout the whole procedure. And now, lying under the blanket and listening to the squeaks and the howls, I was repeating the same words. On the islands of Bouillon, underneath the blemished sun, in the sea-colored blue, stains a cabin made of wood. Evil, leave this house must. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. That is not what that... Look, it's me! Look, it's me! And I'm no longer ugly. I'm actually kind of cute as well. Bizarre sounds had disappeared. I cautiously peeked out from under the blanket and saw curtains waving around like a hangman. And then the night doused me. Actually, did we see the protagonist in the first, when I first played it, or is this new? And then the night doused me with a new portion of boiling terror. Sound scratched at my eardrums. In reality, something or someone was scratching at the door, hurriedly clawing at the wood, demanding to be let in. Cass is asking, do 12-year-olds really think like this, though? Like, do you know a local 12-year-old that does this shit? I don't know. I think... I do know a local 12-year-old. There's this, one of my neighbors, I think, is 12. She always tries to get me to play with this, fidget spinner that she has. Apparently she just likes getting people to play with fidget spinners and shit. Me and that old lady down the street. I guess, people like me now that I've started talking to my neighbors because of the cat thing. I had to talk to everybody when I was trying to find out whose cat it was. And now I'm the guy who rescues cats. The plus side of that is that people like me a whole lot more. The downside of that is now people are like, hey, you can talk to him. He's the cat guy. He saved the cat. You know? Anyways, no, she definitely does not think like the demons of the forest crawling through the thicket. My hot sister is in danger. She's more like, got a new fidget. Look at it. It spins. And I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah. And then runs off to that old lady. I don't know that much about the old lady, but she's pretty nice as well. Her whole backstory is a Korean drama. You're a friendly cat guy now. What hole you dug yourself into. I know, right? I'm also that guy who started a vegetable garden. So, I have 2 pluses going for me. It's quite the dilemma. Being liked by other people. In reality, sorry, I'm just laughing. Something or someone was scratching at the front door. I gotta hurry up through this because this ambience is fucking killing me. Hurriedly clawing at the wood, trying to let in. The door was shut. Dad had become very cautious recently, so he installed a sturdy lock on my bedroom door on the second floor of our cabin in the woods. I remember him staring at the forest intently as he was looking for someone. That's right, Papa is a good guy. Ashes to ashes, I screamed out loud. Dust to dust, I shouted in the nighttime, waking up my parents. I hugged my knees, placing my chin between them, and drilled the door with my eyes. It was so flimsy and weak before the might of the darkness. And then... oh, the doorknob's twitching slightly. Then it turned halfway, once, twice, 3 times, as if the person who tried to enter had no hands, only nubs to back the door with. It tilted once more and then started clicking violently. My jaw cramped here. My fingers clutched the blanket. My throat is very dry in real life. The door creaked and opened. The wind taunted me, moaning inside the tin drains. Now, you'll see. The door is wide open. The darkness writhes inside the carnivorous mouth of the doorway. It was as if the night itself was calling out to me, flapping its wings and squeaking with rusty hinges. I was trembling, ensnared by the web of darkness that hung in the corners of my room, waiting for the one who weaved it to come out of the gaping black hole. That's what she said. Tony! My abdomen tightened and my chest rose up, ready to exhale a desperate scream. But before I was able to begin live streaming, the darkness asked me, "Tony, you asleep?" My sister's pale face protruded from the thick shadows, the face I wanted to see most in the whole world after my hot mother. I almost screamed from relief. "Oh, yeah! Oh, I'm not sleeping. Did something happen?" I'm okay. Olya frowned, stuck out her lower lip, like this. It's a clear sign that she was about to cry. It's there again, staring at me. Shoo her away, Tony. Please. I'm so scared. The fear that was tormenting me just a minute ago crawled away and hid somewhere in my belly. I needed to calm Olya down. Let me read the chat really quick. Friendly veggie guy, cat guy, ew, strangers like and want to talk to you now? Exactly, Cass, I'm glad someone understands the dilemma of it all. I can't even leave my goddamn house without someone starting a conversation with me. It's torture. No, it's not that bad. It's, yeah. It's alright, I guess. I guess it's a good sign, at least. It means that people like me. And that's good. It's good to be liked and not start fights with your neighbors. Although I'm not sure what all I've done for them. I just offered a couple people some vegetables and then saved a cat. Like, that's not that much, you know? I'm losing my voice. It's killing you now, Cass said, and then, or maybe not a jump scare now. Silly me, trusting my dog-shaped memory. Exactly. There's no jump scares here. Just Olya, crying and shaking. Crying, shaking PNG. It was just a dream, silly. Don't be scared, dreams don't bite. No one's going to harm you. Olya sobbed. She was trying her best to believe me, but was I sure myself? I have an idea. Oh, by the way, did I mention that my tongue is blue? It's a fun thing to throw out there right now. I was going to say that in the beginning of the stream, but I forgot because I was talking to Emma about Fruit Loops or something. Let's go to your room. Watch the video. Sleeping Beauty, for example. You like that cartoon, don't you? Why does the Sleeping Beauty have a prince and I have a scary bird? Oi, Olya, why are you discounting me? Your brother. That question took me by surprise. Alright, let's watch Cinderella. My thoughts became tangled, fuzzy. What was that? What studied me with its eyes while dancing feverishly under the moon? The darkness was clinging to the window, and sorry, to the window, and it couldn't be fooled by Grandma's old chants. It couldn't be satisfied with a feast of lard and long ashen hair. Is it talking about my sister or my grandma? Who's being fed to this demon? Tony, you coming? Yes, just wait a moment. Oh! Oh, that's me, Tony. Now you get back to the present. Again, all of that shit, just a flashback of a memory when my mom stared at me eating porridge. I was just thinking about demons and dancing under the moonlight. Fuck, that one got me, Cass said. I got you again! That's why I made it a point to pretend that there was no jump scare as far as I could remember. No jump scares at all. I'm an asshole. And yes, it is blue. It was very blue at the beginning of this stream. It's just slowly faded because I've been flapping my tongue all around, reading the dialogue, blah, 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 you know? That's what I do. I read the dialogue, blah. I have the hiccups now. I don't know why. See? Oh my god. Okay, now I'm better. What Smurf ass did you eat? Smurfette, obviously. Hottest Smurf of them all, right? You know what's up. That's why I didn't want to laugh at Olia and her owl on the morning. Who could be visiting here in the middle of nowhere and ringing our doorbell 5 goddamn times in a row? Someone with no goddamn manners at all. We don't know anyone around here. They just did it again. So persistent. What an absolute clown. I felt extremely unsettled just from my throat. Just from a silly thought that our morning guests could have come from the woods. I could barely hear voices coming from the front door. My mom was urging me to hide. Oh, and my mind was urging me to hide. Not my mom. She keeps it all out in the open. Hot mom style. Hot because she's blonde, huh? Because that's definitely not shallow. Oh yeah, I was right then. Smurfette is an actual Smurf? That's right. That's me. #1 dictionary on hot Smurfs. She's blonde? I don't know. I'm not a fucking Smurf biologist. In the closet, under the table, behind the curtains, where Olia always hides. Maybe there's something behind the fridge. Maybe I should hide with that shadow demon. What the fuck is this? Like a sleeve from Slender Man? Just hanging out over there? I felt like the kettlebells were tied to my feet. I have a kettlebell in real life. I could go get it right now. But I'm not gonna. But it still dragged them. Oh yeah, I felt kettlebells on my feet, but it still I dragged them to the hallway. I walked to the hallway is what he's trying to fucking say in his weird backward loop-de-loop speech. A couple of policemen were towering over the doorway, under the Jesus cross, and near the spinning top. They smelled like frost and worry. My mom always winced and grumbled the moment she saw patrol cars. They're worse than bandits, she would say, in her thick Russian accent. At the moment, though, she looked somewhat confused. Hello? The senior officer, who wore a grim expression, nodded at me. A boy has gone missing yesterday. His name's Volva. Look at this, please. Have you seen him? The policeman held out a photograph to me, but our mother was the one who actually said the things. Damn, this policeman is... Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Look at him. He looks like he's the guy who killed him, I bet. This is the murderer right here. I found him. Boom. Look at those soulless eyes. He could learn a thing or two from my mother. I'm gonna get some more water really quick. I'll be right back. I can't remember the date, Cass says, but I know who Smurfette is. What the fuck, me? Yeah, see? It's easy to remember. She's the most iconic of them all, you know? And the only one. with a certifiable Smurf ass. I'm gonna get some more water. I'll be right back. Give me a moment. A second. But drink water. Oh boy, it is dark out there. It's like walking through a tunnel in the middle of the night, which it basically was actually exactly like that because I live indoors and it is the middle of the night. One, your second is up, Cass says, because she's a cruel, cruel Amazonian fucking warehouse manager. There was a ginger boy around the age of the elementary school, pictured with a wall carpet. What? Around the age of elementary school. Alright. Pictured with a wall carpet as the backdrop. Talking about one of those. There's an actual term for them, but I can't remember what it is, so fuck it. He had a striped cat in his hands and wore a wide smile. That is quite the cat. Nice. No, I haven't. Are you sure? Look closely. Where would I see him? I don't know anyone around here. I barely leave the house. Well, maybe you've seen him from the window. That's right. Your windows look straight at the forest, don't they? The window. Oh, I saw demons out there. No, I haven't seen anything. I see. He sounded tired, but his eyes, his stare, long and heavy, was full of suspicion. I squirmed unwittingly under the weight of guilt which his giant shadow cast over me. The policeman finally tore his eyes from me and glanced over the hallway, the stairway, and the cracks in the ceiling, which I hadn't noticed before for some reason. How do you like your new place, by the way? Getting used to it? Policemen sound like mafia. Bit by bit, it's just our little daughter misses the city a lot. Misses the city, huh? Have the locals been treating you well? In Mafia Town? Cass is asking why is she an Amazon warehouse manager? Because you only gave me a literal second, you know? Bezos. Yes, everything's alright, thank you. All these Russian people is fucking up my ability to do accents. I only have one Russian accent. I can't do like two at the same time. It's weird. The policeman pierced me one more time with his gray eyes. My head started spinning. Can I help you somehow? I asked that in a shaky voice to look like a polite boy and to end this unpleasant conversation sooner. Now that I think about it, you look just like one of my nephews, little fella. He's a witty boy around your age, wears the same type of goggles, always engrossed in reading those mystery novels. He knows nothing about mafia. Told me he wants to enroll in police school when his family visited this summer. Wanted to help other people, just like me, see? I felt uncomfortable as fuck, because doing his voice hurts my throat like a cheese grater. As if a distant relative, not a police officer, stood before me. Oh, look at that, he's already gained familiarity. You know what? Little boys like you should stay at home, steer away from trouble. The times have changed so much. Mom interjected in a cold voice.
You don't say. Well then. What grade are you in, Tony boy?
6?
Have you made any friends so far?
No, I'll be going to school for the first time after the break. Yeah, I got expelled when I was in 6th grade from a school. Oh, that's part of my hidden backstory, hidden secret Remdot backstory. Got expelled once from school in 6th grade. Yeah, how do you like that? Ooh, now you'll have to wonder what it was for. Whoa, not yet. I'll be going to school for the first time after the break.
Then I'll leave you my number, just in case. Call me if you have any new info. My phone just turned on in real life. I wonder who texted me. It's someone I know, asking if I've become nocturnal again because I've been staying up all night. Yes, obviously, considering the time that I'm streaming.
You've told me about the 6th grade story. Fuck. I don't know how I keep doing that. People always go for the gun or the knife or a rusty metal pipe, but ignore the grater. Exactly, Cass, you know it. There's no more dangerous a weapon to go up against in a fight than the cheese grater. I mean, it's basically a mace, right? A big hunk of metal on a thing. Boof. Just boof somebody with it and they'll be boofed to death.
Then I'll leave you my number, says policeman. Just in case. Call me if you have any new info.
Alright, thanks, bye. I don't want to do your voice anymore. The policemen were gone, along with their shadows, the smell of cheap cologne, and the photo of the smiling boy. His face still stood before my eyes, though. Those hot policeman eyes burned into my soul. 'Twas my soulmate, that old man. I wondered what it was like for him, being all alone, there. For some reason, I thought of the forest, swaying in the wind. What did his poor parents feel? And what would my parents do if I had gone missing? Probably just stand there like she always does, staring out the window, looking fine as hell. Would they cry and thrash around hysterically? Or would they accuse each other like they always do and forget about me eventually? Maybe they just do crosswords. Look at that, there's crosswords beneath here. I can hide this. You can see crosswords. Look at that. How do you like that? I never even realized I could do that until just now. That crossword puzzle right there. Mom, this Vova, did he go missing in our forest? Seems like it, poor child. I looked out the window at the road. Damn, this window fucking sucks. The police was... Oh. Glossary. A Soviet and Russian off-road freight. The passenger car brand, which was produced on the Ulyanovsk car factory. The Ulyanovsk car factory. Boofed cheese shreds, Cass is saying. Boof. Exactly, you get it. And then she said crosswords are awful, and they hurt her brain. Oh man, my grandma loves crosswords. It's like the way that I have maintained my relationship with her is by bringing her crosswords. That's the only reason she still likes me. I show up every day, I bring a crossword puzzle, I'm like, boom, there you go, Grimmers. Have a good. See you in a month. The officer's nephew came to mind while I was splitting off old paint from the windowsill. I just ripping paint off the walls? Come on. No wonder my parents don't like me. Goddamn. I remembered all the teenage mystery novels. Also, if the paint is peeling, that means it's lead paint. Just throw that out there as well. Be careful around that. I remembered all the teenage mystery novels from the Black Kitty series. My favorite series. I read this summer. Your average boys and girls investigated all sorts of mysteries there. Of the body. They looked for clues, spied on suspicious people, and after a set of amazing adventures, bam, they solved any complicated case. They became local celebrities and must have made their parents very proud. I noticed a trail of policemen's footprints that led to the forest, and then it clicked in my head. Why don't I start an investigation of my own? Maybe I'll find that lost boy, and I'll get a reward. Olya would be so happy with a reward. She could get cookies, we could have beef. I love beef. And not only Olya, Mom and Dad, too. She won't just be sad and hot. She'll be happy and hot, and that's far more hot. Maybe they'll even forget about their quarrels for a while. Maybe I'll even say it's from the D word. The dickin'. Fuck. Cass is saying icy windows are badass. It is pretty cool, yeah. But still, a shitty window. I do like icy windows. That's got dirt running up the side of it and everything. It's terrible. I fantasize about buying Olya a Tamagotchi and getting a cassette player and a bunch of tapes for myself. And a whole box of Kinder Surprise, illegal in the United States of America. I wonder if they'll reference that. No, fuck you. When was the last time our parents bought us any toys? Last autumn, I think. My dad had lost his job at the time. There's that annoying song about it. Accountant, a song by a Soviet band about fucking... My nose is just so bad. I'm like trying to resist, but it's just pain. I don't know why. Just, I'm like, you know? Dying. Rip the Dickin' and Cass says, and oh right, you're a Utah boy. You know what snow and ice is. Yes, I am. And yes, I do. I grew up in it. I lived with it. I'm a man of the cold and the wind. I had little to no idea what was the accountant's job like. They count money, I think. Neighbors used to envy us, but nowadays, Mom and Dad barely had any money to afford sweets, and Dad would always divide a single chocolate bar between me and Olya. Sometimes I gave her my share too. No matter how much I wanted to eat sweets, she's still a pipsqueak. I couldn't wait to go out looking for clues. I'm going outside. Oh, finally! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, right. Fuck. You want the police to go around with your photograph next? The forest is so thick. What if the boy got snatched up by wild animals, or something even worse? Even worse, I go through the hallway. I won't go far. I'll stay away from the forest. Did you hear what I said, or should I repeat myself? That's right. Angry hot mom. Better than all other forms of hot mom. How itchy can one nose get? Maybe there's a Barbie shoved up there. Damn, Cass, this is brutal commentary from you. A whole fucking Barbie doll just... I don't know where I'm going with that. Maybe I should go to college in a snowy town. What? What are you saying, Cass? I'm so used to boiling alive, walking in 95-degree weather. It's fine. You don't even sweat anymore. Maybe you should go to a snowy town. That's what you're saying. I see. Maybe you should. It's nice. I think once you acclimatize to hot air, you get like constantly being in a hot environment. You get better at being in the warm environment, but you get worse at being in the cold environment. You gotta go through both extremes regularly to be adapted. And that is why I shower in ice water. To stay adapted. Better go pack your school bag or play with Olya. Alright, get the fuck out of here. I want to get music playing again. The sound of splashing water came from the kitchen. She just dipped right out. She was like, no. And no. And I'm not going to keep an eye on you. Door is unlocked, you see. You can go out any time, but you better not. I'm just going to be over there in the kitchen doing dishes forever. Bye-bye. It meant that the argument was over and Mom had the last word. Well, I know what I'm going to be doing. What's in here? The axe! A weapon that I can use to defend myself. The dark, stuffy closet. My mom says it smells like mice. But how would she know the smell of mice? She hates it when I stick my nose in there. She's afraid I'll cut myself on the freshly sharpened axe, which I should take with me. And Olya can't even be lured close to it. She thinks Baba is living in there, which is like Boogeyman but Russian. I tried to help her fight her fears once. I opened the door and turned on a dim lamp so she would see there's nothing but cobwebs, Dad's tools, and scratched walls. She still didn't believe me. And I like to hide in the closet, listen to Olya count outside. 1, 2, 3. Better hide from me. It's a nice riff, Olya. Nice. And then drag her feet of the creaking floorboards, hoping that she wouldn't need to look for me in the cramped monster's den. Which is where I always... Can I not get the fucking axe? What'd you say? Anton, get your axe out of the closet immediately! Damn, Mom. Fucking cruel. Oh, I can look at things! Mom's peg top, a family relic. My mom played with it when she was little, and then she gifted it to me. Olya was next in the succession line. The toy belongs to her now. She stared at the dancing spindle as if it could show her something. A fairy tale, or maybe our own future. Now, even my little sister is a little too old for a squeaky peg top. Damn! It's pretty cool. You can look at shit. What's this? My parents prohibit me from making long-distance calls, but from time to time, I really want to hear my old friends. Sometimes I would just pick up the phone, listen to the low hum of the zoomer and the distant crackling, and imagine the wind howling in ice-leaden chords. What? I just hang out there listening to phone static? What kind of fucking weird creep am I? This cross had seen so many people come and go into this house. It was black, as if it absorbed all the sin from the long years it was hanging on the ceiling. The 12-year-old. 12-year-old thoughts, by the way. 12-year-old child right here. After Grandma died, Mom was going to take it off and hang a horseshoe in its place as a lucky charm, but she cut herself with a cross's sharp corner and almost fell from the stepladder. And that's what happens when you try to fuck with the Jesus thing. Dad called it a sign from above and ordered the cross to be left alone in its rightful place. Damn. Dad knows what's up. He would never fuck with a Jesus ladder. Let's go to the kitchen. Let's look around in here. Yeah! Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. Look at this. The decrepit and stain-covered calendar was once my favorite form of entertainment in Grandma's house. Let me read the chat really quick, because Cassie's been saying all sorts of words. She's been saying hot mom boob. Yeah. Hot mom boob. Axes are a go to campy gore murder. Very effective for head choppings, because who needs a neck? Not you. Stabs neck. Ah, blood, guts, head spilling. Yo, exactly. I know you're just memeing, but literally, if we're gonna go investigate this disappearance, it's like, take something with you. Take the fucking axe. You got a stapler right here. You want a stapler? You can staple somebody's. Get a paper, staple it to a person's nuts, and you fucking destroyed them. You know what I'm saying? Life is easy when you're armed. And then Cass says, hot mom is a top, confirmed. Her peg top. She pegs her husband. Go her. Damn. It just might be worth it, considering. I remember waking up and running to the kitchen so I could tear off yesterday's leaf first thing in the morning, as if the coming day would get lost in the taiga forest without my help. On the day closer to New Year's, one day closer to Grandma's funeral, I haven't touched this calendar for years now. Since the time they started writing dark and spooky death chants, that only made me feel gloomy instead of funny proverbs and superstitions, to be exact. Oh, so they started getting a different brand of calendar, and this one's full of, like, weird horror shit, and now I don't want to see it. I grabbed a dusty calendar leaf with caution and tore it off effortlessly. Sadly, the spooky descriptions from my childhood were still there. 7 horses carry the log. If 7 can't carry, bring the 8th from a fairy. They will take it away and never come back. That is the fate the log cannot escape. I crumpled the gray leaf and threw it into the waste bin, hoping to get rid of the anxiousness that washed over me. I'm terrified of horses. Just terrified of them. It was spreading inside me like an ink stain on a blotted paper. Damn. Hot mom got curves as well. What's up, Mom? It was difficult to lie to Mom, but there was no other way for me to run away from home. Okay. Mom, something's wrong with the TV. The picture's dim, and there's stripes all over the screen. Mom's face became visibly distorted.
Ah, you're killing me here. So have you had enough of shooting those stupid ducks now? I told you the kinescope will go dim because of your console. Where will we find a TV technician? I don't know why I'm doing this face still. Where will we find a TV technician in this hole, huh? Maybe it's just the settings. Please go see for yourself. Strange, it worked fine this morning. Maybe the snowfall caused it? Mom rubbed her hands on her clean apron. Rubbed her hands clean on her apron, making her dirty, and, and went to Olya's room. What do we got in here? There's no time for this. I'll be back soon. Guess we got no time to... Hey! Look at that. There's, Oh! Senior Lieutenant Tikhov Konstantin Vladimir... What? Senior Lieutenant Tikhonov Konstantin Vladimirovic. Telephone number 2337. Wow. That guy has got the fucking absolute best name I've ever heard. There's no time for this. I'll be back soon. Give me the goddamn axe, you cuck. Let's go. Let's go and be safe. Bob isn't boob, Cass says. Her hair length is called a bob, as in Bob the Builder kind of bob. Oh! I thought you just misspelled boob. I didn't think you were talking about her hair. Although she does have fantastic hair as well. And boobs. She does have hot mom boob, though. See, you agree. As a boob expert, which Cass is, she has her diploma. I have seen it. I can confirm her boob is a 10 out of 10. Damn. Maybe I'll chase my boob education. Someday I'd like to be... I'd like to be, you know... I'm trying to think of something that starts with a T that means informed. I'd like to be told about the titty. There we go, that works. I opened the front gate and I went into the field. Carefully, so Mom wouldn't see me from the window. Although if she did and she got mad, that would be okay too. When I crossed half the distance towards the forest, the snow piles became as high as my knees. There's a 6 right here. Why? Don't ask. I remembered my nightly fears. I saw those silhouettes around here. They were jumping around, holding hands. A bunch of fucking perverts. That hypnotizing music started playing in my head, all on its own. All I hear... Oh! Oh, there it is. That's just lovely. In the light of day, those distant figures felt like a simple dream. The sun turned my nightmares to ash, but the aftertaste was still there, distant ringing in my ears, distorted shadows crawling on the snow alongside me, and a barely audible whisper in my head, blurry and almost kind. Everything was silent, so silent I felt like the world was totally empty. No ground, no sky, no parents, no Olya, head empty, thoughts full of hot mom. And Olya. And Papa. No. Those thoughts must be dispersed. Head must be empty. The time reached its limit. A one-way trip that ended at the forest's piney stockade. Sometimes silence was much scarier than any scream. Our parents would scream at each other while arguing, and both me and Olya would turn to stone listening to them, but they always came to a ringing silence. Our apartment would become numb for a couple days. Oh, our apartment back in the city became numb a couple days before we departed. It was hard to remember the last time Mom and Dad joked around, laughing, or spending time together, almost as if it was a previous life, which means she's emotionally available, everybody. When they kissed with Olya present, she always frowned and snorted in a funny way, but one day it all changed. Something important had left our home. Our bearded grandma. Yeah. Ah, my nose itches. I'm gonna mute my microphone and blow my nose again. I don't know if it'll help, but maybe.
As for if that did help or if that did not help, I'm going to say it probably did not help, but it might have helped. Let me read what Cass is saying. Telephone Titty Tavern, which I should have done, but unfortunately I don't know the damn number. Well, that's just lovely, Rem, whatever the fuck. Rem's got milfs on the brain. Barbie isn't happy about being in your nose. She's fighting back. Let her free. Free her. Look, Barbie can get the fuck out of here, because I don't want her here either. There's a hair stuck to my face now. Why is life full of such pain and disappointment? And something scary filled the remaining void that is life with pain and disappointment. It would be fun, but unfortunately, I do not know any hot moms in real life. It was as if the fire broke up, and our parents were hurriedly packing our belongings, trying to save themselves and us. This is because they lived in Russia during the gulags. They had to flee the country, otherwise they would get murdered. Sent to the gulag and, yeah, murdered. From who, though? From the people with the dead, cold eyes that sometimes visited us in our previous home? Yes, from them. The eyes that only saw balls of worms in the background of everything. And somewhere far... I read that so wrong, by the way. And somewhere far away, a siren was going off, trying to warn us of the coming menace. Oh, God, I'm back to looking like shit. I shuddered, chasing away my delusions, and looked around. I like my hat, it says Knopf. There were only me, this white field, and the wind that was whipping up icy dust and belts of powdered snow. I squinted from the sun. Ah, the sun! And turned my eyes to the sunless forest. Ooh, forest! It looked especially dark in contrast with the blinding whiteness. Knobby tree roots slithered underneath the snow like fat-ass snakes. Rotten leaves and coniferous needles froze into the ice. I have the hiccups again. Come on. Dry. Oh, wait, let me read the chat, because Kath is saying words. I get the appeal of wanting to be a MILF, but also fuck them kids. Damn. What did they do to you? Aside from being occasionally drawn, very attractive, what did they do to you, huh? How could you? All you did was steal the cookies. She doesn't deserve to die for that. And oh, there goes the camera again. Neato burrito. I'm gonna try to, real quick, because I might as well, while the camera's doing all this shit. Okay, I'm gonna try with my actual phone charger to hook it up to a different cord, because it can charge the camera faster than the battery runs out. If I can do that, then we should be good perpetually. Let me try that really quick. I'm underneath the world. Ow, fuck my ear. Being beaten down by the world. Okay, let's see. It's a little unpleasant, I think. If I throw this on top of this with my foot, which is what I'm doing now, I'm using my foot to put the charger on top of a thing. And then I just gotta loop this around these cords like a professional streamer that I am, setting up wires and shit on the fly. I love the fly. Wiping my eyes as they itch. It's an important update for you to know about. You know, what would you do if you didn't know about me wiping my eyes? It's not even charging. What the fuck? Oh, it's because that's not plugged. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta go plug in a different thing. And then, camera will be back on. Oh boy, cannot wait. Ugh. shit. Fixing all sorts of streaming equipment. Like the proper streamer that I am. Fucking falling all over myself to get this back on track, so that way we can see what's in this forest, huh? I'm a big fan of forests. That's me, rimmed out of the forest. You know, in real life, I grew up right next to a forest. That's a true fact about me. You know, it was a nice place too. There were flowers. I would occasionally pick them, and I would like suck the I see the chat. All the crashes and bangs imaginable. Sorry about that, you know. But let me get back to my story, alright? You know, living next to a forest, you would see all sorts of crazy things. For example, sometimes you could go find these flowers, and they would have a little bit more nectar in them if you found them at the right time. And you know what I would do with that nectar? I would drink it right out of the flower. I used to suck on flowers. Yeah, I was sucking on flowers, exactly. Cass picked up the ball before I even dropped it. Picked it up like a professional at a relay race. There's it going? There we go. Okay. Let me just really quick make sure that it is in fact charging. Are you charging? Hello? Come on. You're not fucking plugged in anymore. Stop doing this shit. Come on. See? Now it just turned itself off. Let's get it back on. Okay, let's unplug everything really quick to reset it, because this is a GoPro typical glitch. These are normal issues to have in a live stream. You know, every now and again, this is something that we have to deal with. Okay. I'm not going to be able to use the camera for the next, we're going to say 5 minutes. Is it off? It's not off. Let me unplug everything again. Yeah, it's going to take a couple minutes for it to charge up, okay? Come on. There we go. No. There we go. Alright, I'm going to let it charge like that for a couple minutes. There's going to be no camera for the next couple minutes, okay? You're going to have to just fill in the gaps of what I'm probably doing with my body while I read through all this. Of course, you of all people are like, yes, yummy, rare flower nut juice. Look, it's delicious, alright? You ever drank nectar from a flower, Cass? It's very good. It's like sweet water. You ever had rose water? It's not very good, and it's not at all like what I'm talking about. Let me put it this way. It tastes the way a flower smells, but a lot sweeter. It tastes the way that you wish fruit-scented soap tastes. You know? You ever have like a good fruit-scented soap and you use it and you're like, man, this smells delicious. I bet it tastes great. And then like a little bit of soap gets on your mouth and you're like, ugh, this is disgusting. Why would I ever think it would taste good? What kind of fucking idiot am I? It tastes the way that you wish that soap tasted. Delicious. T-minus 5 minutes until shower time, folks. Yo, if there's a shower scene in this game, I'm rating it 5 stars on Steam. I'll convince people I know to buy it if they do that. If they're bold enough to do it, I'm bold enough to support it. Dry, prickly branches intertwine. Not if it's the main character, though, or his dad. Dry, you know what? Not even if it's the sister. It's gotta be the mom. I know they've drawn the sister to look like she's a legal adult, but she is not. So I don't care if it's their artistic choice. It's got to be the mom. Dry, prickly. This is important for our discussion. Cass says, "No, Ram. I've never tasted a flower. We don't have wild flowers here, and no, why would I want to eat a flower? Well, I mean, there are some types of flowers that are edible. Okay." And when you eat them, they taste like nothing. They taste like leaves, like air, basically. Just nothing. They put them on flowers and shit. And that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a sweet flower that tastes sweet and is a flower. And you're out here, Judgy McJudgerson. Shame on you, Cass. Shame.
Dry, prickly branches intertwined, bringing up uncomfortable thoughts about fences. I love fences. Were they protecting the forest? Who knows? I love forests. Or were they keeping something from breaking? You know what it's like? Honeysuckle. It's another similar type of flower with like nectar in it that you can just drink, and it's awesome. Or were they keeping something from breaking out? Some objects were hanging from one of the pointy branches. I have the hiccups again. I'm in a whole world of hurt right now. I tried to get closer, drowning in snow. See that? That's the look of a man who's drowning. Look at how... Here, I can even just give you a better perspective. That is the look of a man who's drowning. Oh, I'm drowning in shit. Oh, I wish I didn't go out here in the snow, man. Oh, man. Oh, bro. Alright, anyways, back to normal perspective. I tried to get closer, drowning in snow, and I saw a knitted mitten. It looked like a wounded bird among the hungering semi-dark. Should I take it to the police? The senior officer looked gloomy, but he still reminded me of Captain Casanova from my favorite TV show, called The Streets of Broken Lights. A Russian mystery TV series telling the daily story of police officers. Probably not for 12-year-olds, but hey, I'm no ordinary 12-year-old. Just look at that. Look at that face. It's a serious business face right there. I'm like, oh, this is some serious shit. You can't fool me. I'm a serious boy. The senior... I read that. He was also... fuck, my eye itches. He was also always anxious, with a tired look in his eyes, but still brave and strong. Will this mitten help them find the lost boy? Vova! I heard a distant shout. Looks like it came from the river. Vova! As if the trees were calling out to someone. Vova! Resounded closer to me. I don't give a fuck about nobody. Someone was standing there behind the trees, hiding, calling out Vova. I knew someone was looking for the lost boy, but still, something was unsettling about that figure. You know, I thought that the reason there was no figure before was because the game was in early access. I gave it a pass. What figure? What are you talking about? There's like 7 trees here, and none of them look dangerous at all. Just a bunch of wriggly fucking... Look, if this is what you call a forest, then I should be called a prince, okay? This is nothing by comparison. Alright? Compared to the forests that I've walked through. Let me read what Cass is saying really quick. She's saying all sorts of words and shit about not eating a flower. She says, I said show time, not shower time. Oh! What the fuck? Get the MILF out of your head. Stop thinking with your dick. I'm sorry. I thought you said shower time because I was talking about showers and shit. I was like, oh, alright. I'll go with whatever you're saying, you know? I apologize. I don't think drinking a flower's nut juice, Cass says, is something I want to do. That's because you're not, you know, you're not adventurous enough. You could learn something from this boy. Serious boy. So the polar opposite of you. Got it, exactly. You could learn something from us both. We might be opposites in personality, but we're very similar in our desire for adventure and for the hot mom. I just sipped from the comedy mug, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Wriggly fucking things. Yeah, they are. It's blackness. What? Oh, it's stillness. How it bent unnaturally around the ground. He's talking about the trees, I guess. Look at that. It's just bending and shit. Woo, scary. It's black as well. Terrifying. There's no one there. Just branches and roots. It's all just my imagination. A nearby bird flapped its wings loudly. Brrr, it said. A shadow split from the tree and disappeared from my sight. I looked away for just a moment, but when I turned my gaze back to the same place, it was gone. So it was my imagination after all. That looked like the face of a man convinced it's his imagination. He looks...
Huh, so it was all in my head. Should have known.
Silence reigned for a painfully long time. don't see any demons anymore. Where could they be? My muscles were tightly sprung. My heart was beating somewhere in my throat. Like the Telltale Heart. Ever heard of that book by Edgar Allan Poe? I think I made that same reference the first time. Look at me, on top of it with my reference game forever. Any noise, any little movement, any small whisper from the thicket, and I'd sprint. If one more person says Vova, I'm out of here. But nothing happened. I looked at the mitten once more. I'll take the fucking mitten. What do you think I am? I'm a man who wants mittens. I decided to take the lonely mitten from the branch. So I got something in my throat. Vova. A short rumble, a shout rumbled across the field and dissolved into the distance. No echo, no hope for reply. Oh, I'm terrified of this shout. There's Martians. Can I take this or not? Come on. I stepped towards the bristly trees. I had to, and tried to claim my find. It didn't budge. I pulled harder. The branch cracked and the mitten tore off, landing in my hand with a squishy sound. All too heavy. Wet. I squeezed it without thinking, and something dark spilled out, forming a tiny string beneath the mitten in the snow. Steam rose from the snow pile. Oh. I'm a 12-year-old with like serious PTSD, freezing in place, staring at my hands in disgust. My real life wound on my thigh is itching like a motherfucker. I'm studying my palms in disgust though. They're red. Or red in Japanese is aka, I think. The sound of crackling branches invaded the silence. I didn't have time. Give it a second. I didn't have time to think twice before running away. Something chasing me from the darkness, breaking pine branches, closing the distance with a giant leaps. Snow was slowing me down, crazy thoughts flowing through my mind. I'll get caught. They'll get me. I'll get dragged into the thicket, gone forever, just like Mitten Boy. But there was one more voice, probably one of reason. It gave me strength, spurred me on. You can do it. Don't stop. You have a hat that says cannot. I heard an animal roar behind me. It was so loud my ears went numb. It felt like the sound had come back from... It felt like this... Just wait. Okay, there we go. It's so loud. It was so loud, I can't be shouting over all this loud shit. It felt like the sound had come from a pack of hungry beasts rather than a single one. Their nostrils suckled in freezing air. They sensed my fear. Two giant wings flapped above my head. An enormous shadow flew over the clearing. A hoo! A wheeze! The roars were coming from all directions now. From the dried-up raspberry bush. I love raspberry bushes. To the twisted pines, the windfall. Hurry, run. Don't look back. I can't keep shouting over this goddamn music because I'm losing my fucking voice. It felt like I was inside a nightmare. The snowy... The snowy clearing became viscous like quicksand. I was stuck in place. I pulled my left leg from the mushy trap, just to be caught in a new one, even deeper than before. I continued to drown, sinking deeper and deeper with every desperate push. Was snow ever this sticky? Mine was. I screamed in horror after realizing it wasn't snow. Oh boy. Someone or something in the snow pile was clutching my pants. Damn, they're really after it. I gathered all my strength and rushed forward. Pressure on my leg was gone. My boot slipped out from the hole and my soles were on a hard surface again. I reached it. Hey, look at that. Camera's charged up enough. Can get that thing back on. Hey, there's a silver lining. I'll turn on the next big music thing. I reached a clear path with one hand, with one jump, and from there ran to my house. Its gloomy facade didn't look so threatening now. That house was my line of defense from the shadows that flapped their wings and the creatures that were hidden under the snow. I tripped over the doorstep and smashed into the door. In all my hurry, I still managed to notice the claw marks, as if a dog was striking the wood with its paws, demanding to be let in so it could escape the cold. I hadn't noticed these marks when I was leaving, but what I did notice was this face. There we go. Adjust this camera back in place. Perfect. The heartbeat in my ears was much louder than my surroundings. I couldn't hear whether someone was following me or not. What if they were really in our front yard and Mom had locked the door? What if they were already in our front yard and Mom had locked the door? Drowning in fear, I pulled the doorknob and it obediently gave way. I rolled the hallway and shut the door behind me. I will never ask for music ever again. Ah, so loud. Let me read what Cass is saying. There's so many words Cass said that I didn't even read. She says that she is too a wriggly fucking twig. She is a tree. Damn. Or wriggly tree. Damn. Poor existence. Raccoons used to live in me, but they fucked off to live in a trash can, just like that tree over there. It too was replaced by the sweet treats of a trash can. Their babies were cute though. Tiny raccoons. Fucking hate the bitch-ass trash can though. It's true, I hate it too. But someday that raccoon will learn the bounty of the forest is superior to that of the trash can. Anyways, Cass then said about the mitten, someone's cum mitten, as little known fact, those Russians don't fuck their socks and prefer mittens. That's 'cause they're gentlemen. Only scumbags fuck socks. Gentlemen, they go for mittens. And then a couple of bots showed up and asked if I wanted to become famous, and oh boy howdy do I. I might even go to that website and become super famous, but instead I don't think I'll ever do that, ever. And then Cass says instead of breaking the game, Rem breaks his GoPro, because variety. Yeah, you know, it's good to... Yeah, I can't always be breaking the same thing. How could I even break a game like this? It's pictures. You can't break pictures. It's ridiculous. But a man like me could break a GoPro, you know? Always good to be consistent, even about the one thing you don't want consistency for. Calling a doorknob obedient doesn't seem right. Would you rather call the doorknob naughty? Because I wouldn't. It's terrible. Porch planks creaked as my pursuers ascended the stairs. My fingers slipped off the lock, and I couldn't click it into place. I gritted my teeth and pulled hard on the iron knob, whipping it between the boards. What? I stared blankly at the door. Someone was standing on the other side of the pitiful, flimsy barrier that was probably less useful than blankets. Wheezing breath, that's true, blankets are in fact bulletproof. Wheezing breath reached into the house and crashed at me in waves. It smelled of pine and sweat. Mom peeked out of the kitchen and chastised me with the same frigid voice she always uses when talking to Dad. What exactly didn't you understand when I told you never to slam the door? I didn't mean to. I snuck a glance at the door. The smell was gone, and the breath was too. If there was someone in the first place, of course. They're gone now. Here, mere 5 meters away from Mom, my fear was slowly weakening, melting like snow in spring, and with it the last bit of strength had left my body too. Oh, no apron. Nice. My legs gave way. I propped myself against the wall so I wouldn't fall over, and my hot mom came, giving me all the emotional support a man like... Oh wait, why is my face cam on this side? I'm so sorry. Oh fuck, wrong thing. None of you could even see. Hot mom. I'll put my face cam back after she's gone, so I wouldn't fall over. Mom's expression had changed immediately. Look at that. Sad hot mom. What a terrible... Just look at the chat, and I see Stop coming over the mom! You can't make me! The cold mask of strictness and detachment was gone. Mom looked the same as before, all those corals, mildly concerned and somewhat sad, but still hot as ever. She saw my condition, my wet pants plastered with snow. Where have you been? What did I tell you, huh? I told you stay home. Am I nothing to you too? I got afraid she would cry. I reached out to her like when I was very little and wanted her to cuddle me. But Mom regained her composure fast and put on her usual face. Fuck you, boy, she said. Her eyes shined like steel and her voice rang out. Your dad can't find his cigarettes. Be honest, did you snatch them? Were you smoking in secret? There was someone chasing me. I thought. I stuttered as soon as I started explaining myself. Tears welled up in my eyes. Mom leaned towards me and sniffed at my clothes like a beast searching for the smell of tobacco. Then she squinted her eyes in suspicion and looked into the front yard. She's scared. And scared Mom is even hotter than angry Mom. Oh God, Cass is saying. Now he wants to cuddle the hot mom as well. Hot mom got Elastigirl hips. What the fuck? Exactly, right? That's what I've been saying the whole goddamn time. Look, I'll exit this just so you can see the infinite curve of hot mom. Insanity. You're right. I can't make you, Cass says, in regards to me coming over the hot mom, but I can chastise the shit out of you with the cruel coldness of the Arctic. Just like hot mom, who would also be very upset if she knew what I was saying. Look over there, at the fence! My heart started thumping as if I became prey once again, and my pursuers were following me in the field. I could swear that I heard someone scratch the door, just like in my nightmare. Mom beckoned me with her finger. I gathered all my remaining bravery to look into the kitchen window, facing my fear. Facecam can come back, no one wants to see any goddamn dogs. There's nothing hot about dogs at all. Oh God, Cass says. Now he wants to cuddle the hot mom. That's right. My influence is transcending the fucking 3 dimensions and is heading into the video game world. Into the mind of Anton, where he is, in fact, learning the priority is his mother's hips. I could barely discern some hairy silhouettes swimming in the snow through the icy winter patterns on the glass. Dogs. There's a small pack of strays with no name and owner, barely reminding of the hungry monsters that live on the edge of the forest. Oh boy! Oh look, now she's smiling. Smiling mom is kind of scary, actually. That's an insanity face I'm saying right now. She's doing this. Like. Exactly like this. It's disturbing. That's not right. That's not how a human being smiles. I'm not gonna take my face cam off for that. In fact, I'm gonna move my head here. Boom, just like that. I have become the hot mom. Oh boy, are you scared of them? I think they'd rather be scared of you, Anton. If they were chasing me like a bunny, Anton says. And what if they're rabid? It's a pretty good, thing to say. In reality, wild dogs are like very dangerous because they're the only wild animals that hunt for sport, along with, or they're like one of 3 species that do. But it's very rare for animals to do that. They hunt all the time, just for fun. The smile slowly disappeared from Mom's face. Now she looked at the dogs as if it were her first time seeing them. What if they attacked Olya? Olya? Wait, what about me? Almost just got attacked right here. Ran back home, screaming. Huh? This bitch. Mom? I wish your dad could just shoot them all. Mom? Look, they're alive. Huh? What? Are they your friend or foe after all? Make up your mind. You're not a little kid anymore. Well, some detective I am. In reality, I wasn't risking my life among monsters, but my pants among a pack of stupid strays. No, they would have eaten you alive. Let me read the comments Cass is saying. Beckoned with a single finger. That's right, hot mom knows what's up. She knows how to do the whole... She's got like the whole extra joints. She can do like the whole... Look at that. She's got the whole gesture. This is the most disturbing thing I've ever done with my hands in my entire life. You look like a bobblehead. Thank you. Danger dogs, and then she wasn't... They are. And then she wasn't worried about you because she's looking at you, so she knows you're safe. Well, still, she could have been like, man, what if they caught you? Oh, no. Not what if they catch the little girl who's upstairs behind a closed door watching the television. You know? Like, bitch. I'm almost died. Fuck you. And what for? What use do I have for this mitten? Of course! A dark and sticky mitten that belonged to a lost boy made a squishy sound in my hand. Seemed like I was clutching it the whole time. This is my trump card as a detective. I hurried to present this clue to my mom. Mom, look, this is Vova's mitten. She's been dripping blood all over your goddamn floor. And that boy the police were asking about in the morning. It's drenched in blood. I found it hanging on a tree. I can show where. Let's call the police right away, like the officer told us to. Mom, look. Ew. A shadow of doubt crept on Mom's contorted face, as if she was trying to remember something distant, like someone tries to remember their dream, but the images slip away. Oh, now she's angry, which I like. I better turn off my camera so that way everyone else can get a face full of hot Mom being angry. Yeah! Stop it this moment. Leah will go insane if she hears you. She already has trouble sleeping and whines all the time. And you joke around like this? At this moment, I realized the mitten was actually just wet from snow. There was no blood whatsoever. I wanted to sink through the floor from embarrassment. Even though it's still the mitten of the kid who got lost in the woods, it's still pretty good evidence, but hey, come here, my boy who cried wolf. Oh, don't just stand there. Come, take your pills. A golden-colored pill, reminiscent of a dead wasp. I just look at the chat and see. Angry mom, Rem, yeah! Violently comes. You nasty. You're nasty and you need Jesus. And therapy. Listen, no amount of Jesus or therapy can change the fact that... you know, look, that's a visible fact right there, you know? There's no therapy that can ever overwrite that. A golden-colored pill, reminiscent of a dead wasp. I'm gonna pretend it's fish oil, and I'm gonna hold up a fish oil pill. Look at this. For roleplay purposes, this pill, fish oil pill. This crazy concept. She's given me the medicine. Fell into my palm. I already took one during breakfast. Don't talk over me. I told you to stay home, and you, Dad, would have given you a good whipping for that. But instead, you'll just drug me to the point of overdose? Wow, thanks, Mom. Come on, take it, or you won't be able to sleep at night, and you have school tomorrow. So I had to swallow the bitter medication, drinking it down with similarly awful water that gave off a taste of chlorine. Maybe it wasn't Vova's mitten. Maybe it wasn't a mitten at all, just like the forest monsters and Olya's owl. Am I going mad? Maybe. I'm drinking chlorine and taking weird drugs. What's happening to me? Either the pill had an immediate effect, or my overexerted brain just didn't let the fear inside anymore. Serenity just washed over me, bringing a yawny indifference along with it. Anton, you done? See? You can do it when you try. I already had the pill and everything, and here you are, giving me weird drugs to the point of death. Absolute bastard. Take off your coat. Are you asleep? No, I was just thinking. About what, I wonder? It's just something silly. Mom scrutinized me with suspicious eyes. There's no suspicious eye drawing. I would have been into it. But they didn't do it. Those fucking lazy bastards. Could have drawn suspicious hot mom, but they didn't. How cruel. My eye itches. And now it doesn't. As if she wasn't... it does again. As if she wasn't sure she was looking at her own son and not some doppelganger that came from the forest. Look, she's the one who gave me 2 of the weird yellow pill. Alright? Hot mom drugging her kids to not have to deal with their shit. That's how she stayed this hot, you know? There's no stress from your children if you just drug the absolute shit out of them. Is everything alright? You had the exact same expression when the police asked you about the window. Yeah. It's alright, Mom. She heaved a deep sigh. Oh, fine. then she left. Farewell, Aunt Mom. It seemed like the whole house changed. The sofa's fabric had become discolored. Fingerprints were on the bathroom tiles. The light bulbs felt different, dimmer, yellower. Even the saliva in my mouth tasted bad. A melody from Aladdin could be heard from the upper floor. Olia was done rewatching her favorite Little Mermaid episode, and switched to other tapes. I slowly changed into my home clothes, stopped before the sink, and studied my reflection in the mirror, like I was trying to solve one of those spot the difference puzzles. I'm not gonna see it. Then I went upstairs. Here I am, just hanging out, hands in pocket. I look like a isekai character in an anime, you know? That's an anime protagonist pose, just hanging out, just chilling in my vest, my sweater vest that I wore out in the snow. Jafar and Lago's faces died down. I imagine we're hearing a Russian dub of Aladdin. I walked past Olia's bedroom and slipped into my own. Alright, we got things we can look at now, but I'm not going to look at any of them. Oh, never mind, I'm going to look at this. The forest didn't look as grim during the day. Entangled tree branches and in the distance, and the snowy field behind our house in the forest brought sleepiness to my eyes. But sometimes I would still catch myself looking in the window at the icy treetops instead of doing my homework. What we got in here? One of the drawers was empty. I hid the policeman's phone number along with the mitten there. Oh, I kept the phone number. Look at that. I got that from the fridge. Remember that? This is the phone number from the fridge. This simple action drained the last bit of strength from me. It's because I'm on fucking drugs. I sat on the bed. And only then did I notice there was someone behind the curtains. My hand dropped onto the sheets. Whether it was due to the medication or the stress I underwent, the room was still contorted, as if the wind was blowing the walls like a pair of sails. The corner of the room bent and undulated. The only stable thing in the whole room was the figure behind the windowsill and the curtains. How many times is this child gonna fake me out? A flimsy piece of cloth was stuck to my hidden visitor. Just like a savant of sorts. That doesn't make sense. Oh yeah. Who else would be standing there? I stood up and licked my dried lips. Yeah, Olya, it's so funny. The silhouette was unmoving. I'm going to read the chat very quickly. Cass says drugging kids is always the way to go. Spoken like a true wise woman. Also, how close are you to affiliate? Not very close, because my average views is still like just Cass. I think Emma was here for a while, but I'm not sure if she still is. I need to get the average view number up, so until that happens, affiliate is not happening. Adventure is out there in a whole new world, Cass says, referencing Aladdin. Very good. Back to the story now. The silhouette's not moving. It was enveloped softly by the curtains, as if there was a thick layer with two C's of darkness there, not a human being. I reached towards the curtains. Beat my heart, controlled by the medication. Look at that, I'm not talking over the heartbeat. And then, the wind, I pulled the curtains, right? No? For a second, I wanted to return to bed, so I'm still thinking bullshit to myself. I'm here thinking about Fruit Loops with a monster in my room. There, without looking, blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep, plastic rings rustled against the holder when I pulled open the curtains. There we go, let's go. Pull it open, yoink it. Gotcha! Oh yeah. You look like a demon like that, honestly. It's scary. I knew it was you from the beginning. There we go. Back to looking normal. Fantastic. Look, she does. She has a rabbit on her, what is this, like a onesie? I'm not sure. Why does Olya have the same ridiculous hips? This game is terrible. Olya is 8 years old. Bullshit. How dare you? Oh, Emma is still here. Thanks, Emma. Thank you for supporting me. If only Toxo hadn't jumped out like a coward. So afraid of the fucking snow and shit. I'm picking up my hand thing from the ground. I'm gonna use this while I read. Look at that multitasking Remdot. A blindingly bright halo. Let me read the chat really quick as well. Cass is asking, do you not try to scare your siblings? Me and my brother do it all the time, and he scares me a lot, basically. And I try, but fail. Yeah, I do. I scare people sometimes. I've had people try to scare me before, and sometimes they do. Just not often. And I'm pretty good at scaring other people. I'm naturally sneaky and you know, coordinated. I'm like a real life anime assassin. I'm sneaking around and shit, and throwing around batarangs. Look at that. Just threw it, meant to do that, because I'm so goddamn sneaky. My voice is gone, by the way. It's like coming up on like 2 hours of me shouting in a microphone. What can you ask for? You know, a blindingly bright halo just lit up over Olya's head with a setting sun as a background. I don't see it, but I wish I did. My sister was shining, glowing. I didn't mean to click twice, but apparently I did. That's not the right button either. Yeah, that's not it either. When she was just a baby, Dad always used to say she was shining with happiness. I always retorted, but Dad, she's not some flashlight. That's because I'm not very funny. But I brought her to the window one day, and sunlight poured on her smiling face. I felt like I was holding a light-woven child. She does have, like, white hair and eye. Like, we are, like, albino, which is just awesome, you know? I saw everything, Olya says. Oh, really? What did you hide? She was like my mom when she was little. Before she put on her sad mask of tiredness and switched to her commanding tone of voice. It's nothing. Just, Olya ran to the table, eyes round, and asked, You stole something and hid it there? Olya, you keep looking at me like that. The fuck, man? Are you a thief? What? Don't be stupid. I didn't steal anything. Except for the ability to not have an itchy nose, apparently. Let me see what Cass is saying. Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops on the mind, exactly. It's the only thing that keeps me going throughout the day. You being sneaky and coordinated is hard to imagine, to picture for unknown reasons. That's because on stream I'm bombastic as fuck. But, you know, in reality I'm just vibing through the background until suddenly I appear, and then stapler in hand, cause violence, and then disappear again. A clear image came to mind, that mitten hanging from a tree branch. Oh, what if I did steal it after all? From the forest, from the tilted figure standing behind the black trees. Olya could be selfish and stubborn when she wanted. Then show me. Alright. I swear that you won't tell anyone. Then I'll show you. Olya wore a plotting smile. The demon grin of Olya. I swear on Mom's heart, which she's going to rip out in the near future. Oath with her right hand, and then it's gonna beat twice in her hand, and she's gonna eat it while chanting to her god in an Indiana Jones movie. That's right, this was an Indiana Jones reference that I just made. An oath that she heard in one of the movies about pioneers we've watched. Don't say things like that. Olya nodded and made a gesture with her hand, locking her mouth with an imaginary key. She was filled with curiosity that was splashing in her giant eyes. I opened the drawer and Olya leaned in, holding her breath. It looked like there was not just a... What? It looked like there was not just a simple mitten, but some sort of exotic critter. Is this someone's mitten? She said that as if she couldn't understand what she saw. What's in the glossary? Sorry, it said Pioneer Movement, an umbrella term for communist children organizations still existing around the world. Somewhat reminiscent of the Scout movement. Right. Oh, so they fled during the collapse of the Soviet Union. That's what happened. I get it. I thought they left during the rise of it, but it was the collapse of it. Cass asking, huh? Are you a wolf in Remdot clothing? I got tempted to say some insulting words after reading that, but I decided not to, so I'm just going to skip over it and be a nice guy Remdot today. This is me, kind Remdot. Nice overseer of this channel's development. Olya does not have an 8-year-old's teeth. Yeah, she doesn't, right? How old is my brother? Was he like 10 or 11? I remember when he was 8, he did not look like that. He had a fucking bowl cut. It was ridiculous. She got the smile of a 28-year-old Hollywood Barbie. I'm glad that at least Cass is on my side here. No one else is in the chat except for Emma, but Emma's not like, very active typing all the time like Cass is. So I'm glad that Cass is agreeing with me that it's goddamn ridiculous that Olya has bigger hips than our mother. A certain boy lost it and got lost himself. Now you do understand how dangerous it is for kids to wander into the forest, right? He must be really cold out there. That's right, Olya. He's probably freezing to death. Will they find him? They will. The police are going house to house, showing his photo to everybody. Now Olya traversed the room with care and pressed her tiny palms against the window. Just because you say the palms are tiny doesn't change the fact that you've drawn a ridiculous... Say the mean words, pussy, roast me. Do it, bitch. Nah, I can't now, because it's already past the, the point of it, We're already past the point in which I could say the mean things. But if I'm tempted to, I'll say them in the future, alright? Sometimes I'm nice, sometimes I'm mean. Today I'm a nice guy, what can I say? And why are they going to the houses and not the forest? Olya asks. Are they scared? The question caught me off guard. The police aren't scared of anything. They've already scouted the forest. Yeah, right, flash in my clouded mind. Did they really check every nook and cranny where darkness, cold, and whispers of icy branches dwell? I mean, obviously not, because I found that mitten in like 3 seconds. What's Cass saying? All sorts of words. Past the point is cowards talk. You don't know, Cass. That's because you take every opportunity to insult, whereas I have some class. I only insult when I consider it the right thing to do. Back to the game. If that's the case, how did they miss the mitten? Or did it appear later? For me. I changed the topic. As if trying to get Olya... This is itching my nose even worse. As if trying to get Olya away as far away from possible from the forest thicket. I'm really big about the word thicket. Goddamn, word of the day, reached twice. We may get a reward if I go and find the boy by myself. A lot of stuff. Like in Wheel of Fortune. Sounds cool, right? Olya wasn't listening to me. Instead, does she have her hands behind her back? She's like an executive at a business. This is ridiculous. Child. She was piercing the forest with incredibly adult eyes, so I'm not the only one who's noticing this nonsense. Uncharacteristic for her. What if the owl got him? Nonsense. An owl would be able to lift a human. But you know what? I was picking my words with utmost care. I forced them out of my overexerted brain. Stay away from the forest. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm still high as shit. Stay away from the forest. I think it's, why did I just see the hot mom for a second? It just blinked in and out of existence. What? Hey! Am I the only one who saw that? The screen just flickered and showed the hot mom just standing there with the hips and the hands? No? That just me? Okay. How should I put it? It's cursed or something. Just like in a fairy tale? No. More like that spooky tape our parents hide from us. Olya shivered and glanced back out the window. I saw you running away. Someone was chasing you? No, I was in a hurry back home so Mom wouldn't be worried. If I wasn't so goddamn high, I might realize it's better to warn Olya that there's fucking wild dogs in the forest and they will literally eat her alive. As I looked at my sister, my heart was tearing apart. She was so fragile. It was so easy to stifle her light. I am a 12-year-old boy. A gust of wind and her small fire would be gone. These are the thoughts of a 12-year-old boy. You're lucky. Mom won't even let me go outside. No, you're lucky. I almost got eaten alive out there. I'm like a princess in the tower. Can't go anywhere. I'll die from boredom here. You're wrong. No one has ever died of boredom. Except for several people in several studies. And you have me and your cartoons. And Mom and Dad will be good to each other soon. I'm certain of it. You know what I would wish for on my next birthday? I'd wish for Mom and Dad to turn into children so we could go out and play together like we used to, says the 8-year-old child. Yeah, And if you'd make them as small as bugs, we could place them into a little box. Oh, God. Don't get that close to me, demon. Ugh. Ah! Olia giggled and tugged at my sleeve. Tony, let's watch Aladdin. I'll do whatever you want. Just get away from me. Fatigue went over my desire to be with my little sister. I was washed over by some sort of heinous apathy. I'm too tired. Don't want to. Come on. All right, she looks like a normal human again. I can lean forward. No more demons. It's so boring and Mom is always busy. I'm gonna read the chat really quick because Cass says, I don't constantly insult you. I'm just a bitch because it's the right thing for me to do. Well, I'm nice today, alright? I'm nice Skyrim. 2 glasses on top of each other. Style. Look, you can barely see this one. You can only see this one. What am I doing? I'm reading this. I read this. We can pick a cartoon you haven't seen before, but I've seen all the cartoons. Not all of them. You haven't watched Peter Pan. Remember how you fell asleep in the middle of it? I have never seen Peter Pan. And so much happens after that. Let's go. Maybe a bit later. Should I tell you how it ends? Let's leave that for tomorrow. I won't tell you tomorrow. I know. Let's play hide and seek. No, Olia. Then draw me a dino. Olia, please. Just get away from me with your demon face. Try it. Leave me alone already. Oh, I blurted it out without thinking, and immediately I was taken aback because I apparently have the mind of a drama, teenage drama written by the CW. I had never screamed at my little sister like that. What a monster I've become. Olia stared at me in shock. Her lips started trembling, a precursor to tears. My chest was seething with disgust and embarrassment. What's happening to me? Just because I'm high as fuck, I shouted at my sister? Damn these CW writers. I hurried to prevent Olia from crying. Alright, you win. Let's go watch cartoons for a bit. I don't want. I came up to her, put my hands on her soft head. At least she still looks like a human. We're good. Let's go. Watch Peter Pan. Boo, you'll fall asleep again. I smiled and lifted her chin like this. Because me and this girl, these 2 siblings are definitely banging. What can I say? I'm just a man who speaks facts. Her eyes were wet and felt bottomless. I promise I won't. And I'll draw you a full Triceratops later. Hooray! Oh, back to demon. Now I'm scared again. Triceratops. Oh god, that means she's gonna pop me with a gun. 'Cause she is Satan itself. Oh, well, close enough. This is like victory music in a video game, you know? Olia rubbed her eye. This is actually victory music in a video game. What am I saying? Like, it is. It literally. I'm playing a video. What am I saying in real life? I'm being dumb as fuck. What am I doing? Cass asks. Cass says, "What am I doing?" Me, at least twice a day, to myself. There we go. She says it to herself. I do as well, but not to her, to me, because I don't know what she's doing. I know that I am being stared down by a demon. She rubbed her eyes with her pajamas and her shining smile returned to her face. I'll go ask Mom for condensed milk and bread, and you rewind the tape. Yo. I was gonna get condensed milk when I first played this game, and I never fucking did. I should go get condensed milk after this. That would be fantastic. I now have glasses in my mouth. This is how I like it. Glasses chin. That's exactly what I wanted. The bread is fresh, just how you like it. Alright, but be careful not to spill the milk, or you'll be yelled at again. Wanna bet I won't spill it? The tape is somewhere in the nightstand. Look for it. Olia disappeared into the doorway, and I dragged my feet into the neighboring room. Alright. I don't see any nightstand, so I'll just go straight to the TV. Cass says she's gonna pop a knife in your ass at demon hour. The witching hour every night at 3 a.m. That's when those dudes were dancing around last night. Stores are open that late to get your milk. I'm pretty sure there's like a 24-hour store somewhere near here. I think Safeway's open till 11. I could go there. I could get bread and condensed milk, and I could eat it. And I would be fulfilled. The old photon TV gathering dust in the corner. Oh, look, you can see my reflection. I look like a engineer in a mobile castle in an anime. All that's left is clicking the button on the left front panel. The tube, nice, warmed up, and familiar white noises started dancing on the black screen. And they are familiar. This guy canonically likes listening to static, because he is in fact also a demon. That's why he's probably banging his sister, because they're demons, and demons are attracted to other demons. Not in the Helltaker kind. They're the Satan kind, you know, like the Doom kind. I almost reached out to turn on the VCR, and the noise calmed down, and a blurry image appeared for just a moment. It was a dark taiga forest, just like the one outside my window. The picture split the screen in half. Oh, this Charlie Brown shit. Wah, 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 wah. Shut the fuck up. Something creepy, resembling human speech, was coming out of the speaker. No, it is not. And just a few moments later, the scenery was again overshadowed by noise. Did I catch some rogue signal? Local TV stations only really showed Soviet stations, and even that was pretty rare. And only just recently, I used to always watch Robotech before school. It was so awesome. I love Robotech. Maybe I should tinker with the antenna. What if I catch this channel again? On the other hand, Olya had asked me to find the tape. It wouldn't be nice for me to disappoint her, but in my sleepy state, I don't have the strength to do all of that. Well, guess I have the strength to do all that. I guess I found the strength in the end. I sifted through my nose still itched. I sifted through the shelves full of dolls and blue hippos from Kinder Surprise. I love hippopotamus. This one is named Gloria, and she is one of the 4 backyardigans. How is that for a reference, huh? Bet you didn't think I'd make a fucking backyardigans reference, but I did! I found the tape I needed, thanks to his shabby spine. Sorry, ear itch. What's Cass saying? Cass saying all sorts of words. VHS jump scare I remember, Cass says. Look at me again. Old faithful Safeway. Exactly. Safeway, always open for me to buy their overpriced stuff. Although, I actually don't remember the VHS jump scare, huh? Oh no, not the Backyardigans. Yo, that was my favorite show as a child. What can I say? I remember all of them by name. There was Pablo the Penguin. There was Austin the Kangaroo. I'm pretty sure the moose guy was named Tony, right? Maybe not that one. I'm not so sure about that one. Wasn't the fucking... I'm not sure what she was. She was like a pink lizard thing with swirly things on her head. Wasn't her name like Shaniqua or something? Like they all had fairly simple, like 1 or 2 syllable names. And then we got Shaniqua coming in here. Big dick energy, everything. And there was also the hippopotamus. I can't remember her name anymore, but I remembered it just a second ago. Gloria, right? No, what am I fucking talking... Gloria is the hippopotamus from fucking Madagascar. What am I saying? Shaniqua is a hippopotamus in Backyardigans. Look at me, getting my Madagascar and my Backyardigan lore confused. How embarrassing. I got the black rectangle from his box. Oh, I got an achievement for that. You can't see it because my face is covering it up, but it says Neverland. It's in the top right corner, and it has a sickle. Pink alien, big dick energy. Let me look it up. Let me look it up right now, just really quick. Pink hippo Backyardigans. Yeah. Uniqua. That was her name. Her name was Uniqua. No, there was a fucking hippo in Backyardigans. And her name was Tasha. Look at that. I had all the names wrong. It was Uniqua, Tasha, Austin, Pablo the Penguin. That guy was the best. Pablo the Penguin, my favorite. Pablo Penguin. Anyways, I should not be fucking reminiscing about the Backyardigans. It's weird that I remember that show as well as I do. The tape inside it rustled while rewinding to the beginning. This rustle was lulling me to sleep. Drowsiness attacked me while I was squatting before the TV. Really? So I'm just in front of the TV, mid-squat. I'm like horse stance. Full crab stance. And I'm somehow falling asleep? Man, these pills are a lot stronger than I thought they were. Images whirled in my head, me and Olya flying above the forest, tumbling on the soft, soft clouds. My little sister's laughing. But her smile becomes more and more forced with every passing second. You're telling me that shit that looked like this wasn't forced already? She looked like she was gonna fucking bite through my neck at any given moment. I noticed that the clouds underneath us part, bearing the bristly pine tops. Swampy darkness slurped among the trees. The wings are no longer able to hold us and Olya. You haven't started without me, have you? My sister brought the tray with Oh, here we go. Oh, right, fuck. I was supposed to use the eye thing to look around. There was like a secret tape I could have found. Man. Oh well. It's okay. There's some optional shit that I missed. Now Cassie is listing off their names. Austin Powers, Tasha, Pablo Penguin, Peggin Popcorn Poppers, and then finally Diddle Pig. Everyone's favorite backyardigan, Diddle Pig. My sister brought the tray with unevenly cut bread and a whole can of condensed milk. Fuck it. I'm going to the store after this. I'm going to buy condensed milk. I'm going to post a picture of it on my Instagram. And I'm going to eat some on the next stream, even though I'll probably be like salivating a bunch and it'll be hard to talk quickly when I do. But I'm still going to do it. Even if it makes the stream quality go down. You can't stop me. I rubbed my eyes. No, you come. Sit down. Well, yeah. Mom and Dad are arguing again. They're going through rough times. It's just how relationships are. Rough times are lame. I agree, Olya. On the screen, Wendy was hiding Peter Pan's shadow into the dresser. Olya was entertained by the cartoonish dog, Nana. Maybe Mom and Dad will buy us a dog too. Yeah, right. I'll have my own dog in Neverland, and a cat, and a parrot. Olya smeared a slice of bread with a thick layer of condensed milk and handed it to me. You a real one, Olya. You a real one. You're not hoarding it all for yourself. You're a good one. Have you lost all your baby teeth? Have you lost any? You look like it. Don't lie to me. Don't you talk about baby teeth. I've seen your grin. You got like your full adult set already. Obviously. Olya frowned, deep in thought. Don't lie to me, Olya. Peter Pan has baby teeth. What if they won't let you go to his land with adult teeth? We'll think of something. We'll ask Dad to alter your age in the passport. And why would Dad forge documents? Olya took a bite from the sandwich and started talking with her mouth full. He would. I heard Mom say that he did that before. You'll grow ears as big as Dumbo's. Olya got worried and touched her ear. I smiled to myself. My little sister was silent now. She just devoured bread, and we listened to Russian Peter Pan. Oh, okay, never mind. Watching the adventures of Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and James Hook, which is apparently Captain Hook's name. No? They're not getting any more Russian Peter Pan babble? Okay. As if she got sucked into the fairy tale Neverland. To be honest, I also imagined myself there. A land where no one ages, where no one argues over little things, and no one listens to fights and the sound of broken plates at night. But given how this goddamn kid thinks, it's probably gonna be full of demons and shit. I felt like I was dreaming, my eyes still open. Then my sister screamed, pulling back into reality. Tony! Shut the curtains, quick! Why? No one's watching you. It's dark, and when it's dark, the owl comes. I'm scared. I got out of bed, fight my drowsiness, and closed the curtains. Alright, let's go. I did my best not to look outside. The treetops towards the taiga forest, which seeming I've been fiddling with the goggles that I had over my glasses, but I dropped them just now, and I feel bad about that. I'm gonna read what Cass is saying over there. Cass says, do us a favor and don't talk about you salivating, okay? This isn't yaoi porn. What? Do you mean vor? That's a different thing. Cass, I don't think... I'm confused. You either don't know what that means, or you know what it means and I'm not following what you're saying. One of the two. Cass then said fuffle-wuddle and fuddle-wuddle, so I'm assuming it's the first one. Russian Peter Pan's throwing a frying pan right into your head. Alright, fantastic. And then chugs a bottle of vodka, fights a bear, and throws it overboard. That's how that whole story goes. Look, there's him. Recently panned. There's crocodile, recently overboard. I did my best not to look outside toward the treetops, the taiga forest, which seemingly drew closer and closer. Of course, it was just a visual effect from the shadows of branches scraping the snow. Tony, Mom thinks I made the owl up. And Dad, too, thinks I'm a liar since I'm small. But the owl exists. Honestly it does. You believe me, right? That it comes every night, and... I swiftly grabbed Olya's hand and looked into her eyes. I was trying to transfer at least some of my courage. Did the chair just move, or did I just, like, fucking have a stroke in real life? I was trying to transfer at least some of my courage and determination. But did I really have those qualities? Yes, I believe you, alright? Just don't nag our parents about it anymore. They're already dealing with a lot, so they'll just get mad at you. Come and tell me if anything happens. And don't look out the window. But it wants me to look. Doesn't matter. Rather, that's a good reason not to, then. Act like it doesn't exist and never existed. Like it's made up, just like Mom and Dad said. It'll get tired of waiting and then fly away. And now we slowly fade out. Looking at Olya's... gone now, I guess. Did she leave? We watched Peter Pan's adventures as if nothing had happened. As if the forest didn't kidnap kids. As if our parents weren't tearing each other apart bit by bit. Captain Hook. Oh! Look at that. That was Russian. Huh? Pretty cool, isn't it? Cass says she knows what yaoi is, and I'm glad that we established that fact canonically here on the Rem.Dot livestream. It would have been terrible if we never knew that important knowledge. Anyways, Captain Hook was running away from a crocodile, and Captain Pan was headed towards London on a gilded sailboat. By some miracle, I lasted longer than my little sister. Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm a bad person. Olya's eyelids had dropped, and she started snoring lightly, resting her chin on the side of the bed. I stood up and left Olya's room. I'm not gonna put her in bed, I'm just gonna leave her there on the fucking floor? What an asshole. And I was looking out the window, studying the field, when Mom peeked into my room. Ah! Hey. I'm glad you would visit me tonight. Yes, I am. Enough playing around. It's your first day at school tomorrow. Go to bed. You should sleep properly. You don't want to be teased for being sleepy, right? She left. What the fuck? I'm never sleeping again, you... How dare she? Come in here just to say that and leave. Rem, no, why? You gotta stop thinking with your dick, Cass says. And then, ew, school. Adults think everything is so simple, as if sound sleep would ensure my classmates would like me. I can't. This guy is such an asshole. He just whines about everything. Adults think everything's so simple. They think I should sleep well and take care of my health, as if that has any effect at all. Shut the fuck up, man. Just fucking whining about everything. I covered myself with a blanket up to my neck and my shoulder itches, but I listened to the house humming. Something invisible rustling in the corners. My inner voice had questions for me. Do I want to hear that mysterious flute again? Yes or no? Yes, but maybe it's just part of growing up and my leg is falling asleep, so I'm gonna just fucking move it around a little bit. Ow. And maybe it's part of growing up and I can't fully understand my own desires for my hot mom. The forest wailed behind the barrier that was my walls. Some ethereal entity wandered the fields. Branches shook as if calling for me. The wind howled on and on in the night. My thoughts were like annoying flies that entered my head before becoming weak and tangled. I didn't notice how I fell into the slumber. It has come after all. The day I feared most. Sorry, I was looking at the options down there because I wanted to see for a second if I could skip back to see something that I missed, but I can't. The first day of a new school term. Episode 2. Time to play with you. Oh, no jump scare. Look at that, Cass. How do you like that? And that is a good place to go to the main menu, and we're gonna leave it there. This will lose unsaved progress. Well, howdy dowdy. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Now we got the owl here, and we got this owl here is what I meant to say. This is the bunny, not the owl. I was thinking about this guy, though. He's new. He's here now. He disappeared. Anyways, you, school, Jellycat. Not sure what you're saying to me. This Tony bitch talks too much. Please, don't play horror games to read novels. What? Oh no, people is what you meant to say. Don't play horror games to read novels. That's why I'm playing this one, though. We're reading it out like a fucking book. We'll read more of it in the fucking future as well. It'll be a good time for everybody involved. But not until then. Thanks, Cass, for joining me on this entire journey. Also, Emma as well, who joined me for this entire journey. 2 thumbs up. Thanks. As for how close I am to affiliate, probably a lot closer. I don't know what my average viewers were for the stream, because Restream's viewer count is down again. It's not showing me what I'm getting. But, alright, I just went over to Twitch. It says I have 3. If I had 3 for this whole thing, then I'd be great, actually. But I'm not sure if I did, so, yeah. I'm not positive. We'll see. I'll see what the average is after this. It definitely went up, though. It definitely went up, so maybe I hit it. Maybe I didn't. We'll see. Either way. Thanks, Cass. You had 5 at one point. Oh, nice. Right, well then thanks everyone as well. Emma, also, I assume that you're one of the 3, so thank you. And to the unknown mystery person who showed up for the reading, thank you too. I'll probably play more of this game in the future because I like reading this thing. This is another game very similar to this one. It's like a horror story that you can read. It's about like aliens and shit. I'm probably going to read that one as well because I like this, just kind of vibing, and I can just sort of read the story, and I can chat with whoever, and I can read more of the story. It's a good time. It's a good time. Emma says, I like this game so far. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Cass says, I've had it open on my phone too, so it might be me. Ah. Damn. Actually, if that actually works, that could be a pretty good, like, tactic to exploit the Twitch algorithm to get more, to get up to 3 average viewers faster. That could be an interesting idea. Thank you, anyways, to both of you for joining me. I'm going to play more of this maybe tomorrow if my voice is feeling good. But if it's all burnt out from this 3 hours of reading, then it'll be the day after that. We will see. Thank you again. And yeah, have a good night. Have a good night.